Hello?
We need to talk.
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 All right.
Okay, bye.
Welcome, guys. Welcome to We Need to Talk, episode number almost 100. We'll call this our 100th episode. I'm host MR.KOA alongside
Top Boy. I guess what have we been doing, Ryan?
We've been talking for 4 years.
Fucking years.
4 fucking years.
4 years.
We've been talking for 4 years. This is special. This is very special. Thank you guys all for pulling up. I know people are running a little bit late, which is pretty dope. It's okay. Come as you please. We're going to start capping it off like we normally do with a icebreaker. Never have I ever. So if you could all please turn off your video for now.
They're already off.
Francisco's video is still rolling.
I feel like a lot of people might not.
Francisco and Katerina, please turn off your video. Turn off your videos, please, to start. Please turn off your videos to begin. That's Allison. Yep. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. All right. So this is how the game's going to go. Never have I ever. I'm sure you guys all know the game. If this applies to you, so if this thing I say does apply to you, then turn your camera on, please. Thank you very much. All right. First question. Let me take a drink real quick. Hold on. Actually, cheers real quick. Thank you, brother.
Oh, wait, before you start, I'm gonna let the people know listening.
What are we doing?
So the drunker I get, the lower this shirt is gonna go.
Shit.
I know for a fact there's 2 people in this audience right now that absolutely fucking hate me for making that statement.
Top Boy on one. Top Boy is on one.
It's not. Don't worry. Don't leave.
Hey man, Top Boy is on one. All right, this is what we're gonna do. First question. Let me just open the chat box so I can see what you guys are doing. Wow, someone said drink, take it off, relax.
Oh,
relax.
Also,
Relax.
yes. You guys can interact in the chat. I want you guys to make sure you talk shit in the chat because I'm quite sure someone is going to say something that you don't like. You know who I'm referring to.
Why am I the bad guy? Why am I the bad guy?
It is what it is. It comes with the territory.
Okay. First question. Everyone has their cameras off, please. Turn your camera on. Never have I ever fucked during COVID. Please, can you put your cameras? Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Just thank you.
The funny thing is, obviously,
hold on a second. And never have I ever fucked during COVID. If you have fucked during COVID, I should be seeing your face. So please, can you just, if you have fucked during COVID, I should be seeing your face. So please, can we just?
There's a few liars in here. I know that.
Hold on, let me just check the page.
There's a few liars in here right now.
There's a page 2, so I'm just going to the second page to see the rest of you guys. Aha. Okay. All right. Is it everybody? So never have I ever fucked during COVID. Your camera should be on if you have fucked within the last year.
There's some filthy liars.
If you have fucked within the last year, your camera should be on. If penis has entered you in the last year, your camera should be on. If vagina has been on top of you in the last year, your camera should be on. And if you've been an ass, regardless of your sexuality, if you've been an ass within the last year, your camera should be on. All right. We're not against any sexuality here. So been an ass, got some vagina, got some dick in the last year. Please show me your cameras. All right, moving on. You guys are lying, but that is fine.
Everyone, camera off. All right,
cameras off, please. Let's reset. A quick reset. Cameras off, please. Thank you. And the people that are lying, I know who you are. Okay.
Yo. So, I don't. Blue. Someone just commented. Blue Hollywood. She said, August 2021 will make 2 years of no dick.
2 years, no dick.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, listen, I feel sorry for her.
Hey, I'm 29 years no dick. Hey, 29 years no dick. Hey, next question. Next question.
Okay. Next question, guys. Let me get here. Second question. Never have I ever hooked up with a close friend. Never have I ever hooked up with a close friend. If you have hooked up with a close friend, I should be seeing your camera right now. I should be seeing your face. So let me just. almost done my first drink. This is gonna be a long night. This might be. Hey, look at Zamor's drink. Zamor's gotta catch up. This is nah.
Listen.
Never have I ever. Someone said define close. You know what close. If you're asking, turn your camera on.
Allison.
Define close. If you're asking, turn your camera on.
I can see you laughing because I know that you have.
Okay, let me just go
cut the shit.
Let me just go to page 2.
Cut the shit.
See who's on page 2. Okay.
I feel like this question hits home for a lot of people.
I feel like it does, but we have a lot of buddy fuckers in the building.
Hey, next question.
Next question. All right, let me just reset the room, please. Turn your cameras off. Thank you very much. Okay. Third question. Never have I ever had sex with forbidden fruit. And let me just give context to that. What is forbidden fruit, you ask? Never have I ever had sex with someone I was not supposed to have sex with, i.e., you know who you shouldn't have had sex with.
Like, it's a bad idea.
Never have I ever had sex with someone I should not have had sex with. I should not have had sex with this person, but I did. But I did. I knew I shouldn't have, but I did. Okay. Lots of regrettable faces. I understand. I understand. We've been there. I've been there. We've all been there.
The funny thing is like for all the other questions, people are on like smiling and like laughing. When they open up their mics, their cameras for this one, everyone just looked fucking pissed. Mo, I see you laughing because I know you're like, fuck.
Just pure disappointment.
Just like shit.
A room full of disappointment. All right, quick reset. I'm almost through these. Thank you guys for participating. Okay. Got it. Never have I ever erased text messages in my phone. And not to just clear space. You know why you erased text messages in your phone. Not to clear space, but to save face. Almost right?
Almost.
Clear face, safe space, safe face. Never have I ever erased text messages in my phone for whatever reason. For whatever reason. You know the reasons. Someone wasn't supposed to see whatever you were writing. Someone.
Don't worry, I got you.
I need a top up. We'll get there. Let me page 2 real quick. Never have I ever erased text messages out of my phone. Okay. It's a little milder. I understand. Okay. For the last question, anyone who would like to submit and never have I ever, please put it in the chat, and Zamora and I will turn our cameras off and turn it on for any questions that are in there. We will give you the first 3 questions in the chat.
Oh my God.
The first 3 questions in the chat. Zamora and I will turn our cameras off. I'm turning mine off right now. First 3 questions in the chat, we will answer.
Put them in.
Go.
Put them in, people.
First 3 questions. Any questions you like. Never have I ever had a female drop her front on my front porch. I mean, what? Can you give me some context?
Yeah, I need to define that, please.
I don't even have a porch, so you're going to have to... Let me go next one. Never have I ever fucked a friend's girl.
Wait, hold on. Okay, we're gonna answer all of these. We're gonna answer all of these. Okay.
The front porch, I don't know about.
So
that.
We'll start.
We're next one. Never have I ever fucked a friend's girl. Let me just.
Wait, hold on. I gotta come on camera for this to talk. Hold on. Look at me. Okay, so hold on. We need to clarify this.
What's a friend?
What? No, that's not what I was gonna say.
What?
What I'm gonna ask you is, it says, never have I ever fucked a friend's girl.
Correct.
Was your friend still dating said girl?
Got it.
Or was it afterwards?
She said together or not.
No. You gotta pick one. That's
what they're saying. Together or not. Together or not. At least together or not, you don't know how slimy you were. If they're together, you did it. Hey, we don't know.
You're slimy.
But we don't know.
Together.
But we don't know. Anyways, my camera's on.
You don't know. I'm talking to you.
No, they don't know if it's together or not. But anyways, my camera's on. Is your camera on or off?
She said together or not. So I definitely have.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely have. But it was
camera's off somewhere. Camera's off. Okay. Next question. Scrolling back up. Never have I ever sent an unsolicited dick pic. No,
I haven't done that.
I have not. We're off.
Next question.
Never have I ever slept with more than one person in the same day.
Just drink up, buddy. Drink up.
It's just me?
Yeah.
Oh. It's only me?
Of course it's you filthy bitch. What are you talking about? What do you mean? I haven't done that. Unless you're counting the same
camera's
person.
on right now.
I'm talking to you. The people need to see this. They need to see. Chill.
Wow, man, left me on the island?
Of course I left you on the island.
That's crazy. Wow. Okay.
You fucking sick.
Wow. This guy's slime.
Oh my God. What's the next one?
Never have
camera off.
Oh yeah, sorry. Let me get camera off. You guys are slime. All right. Never have I ever just pulled up uninvited. Yeah, I mean, I've done some.
I've done that to like my girlfriends.
Yeah, there's no context, so yeah, we've done it.
Yeah.
All right, camera off. Okay. Threesomes don't count. Next question. Blah 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 blah. You need to spice up more, Z. I think that's everything. All right. Is there any more questions before we move forward? Those are pretty good questions.
Guys, now's your chance.
I feel like I lost that one.
Now's your chance to catch us in some dirt.
Any more questions, add to the chat box right now.
It can literally be anything.
We're about to move on. Never have ever cheated on someone.
Never have ever cheated on someone.
Man. You guys are just coming for me, man. This is crazy.
You know what? I'll answer that. I'll say yes to that too. I talked about it on the podcast before. I've emotionally cheated. Yeah, I've done that.
Oh, yeah.
I've talked about it.
Yeah, he did the worst one. He did the worst one. He did the worst one. Dude. He did the worst one.
Wow. Okay.
He did the worst one. Camera off. Okay. Never have ever sent a dirty text / picture to the wrong person.
Oh, let me think about this.
Wrong person? No. I'm pretty accurate with that.
Nah, like really.
I don't shoot my pictures like that, so I'm pretty accurate.
Really think about this. Have you
the wrong person? No. I'm not being like, this is for this person. It went to the wrong girl. No.
Yeah,
I'm not that. That's sloppy.
I've never done
that is.
You deserve
sloppy.
to fuck up if you get caught. Okay, next one.
Never have ever fucked in a public restroom. Come on now. That's baby food.
Who asked this?
Come on now. What that, Monique? That's
great.
That's baby food, Monique.
Wow.
Who hasn't? And if you haven't, wake up. Grow up. Stop being childish.
Interesting.
You guys are childish.
Interesting.
All right, last one. Cameras off. Never have I ever made a sex tape.
On.
Wow, his was quick. his was quick. All right.
Who hasn't?
Someone said, I want to see that. Relax, Allison, please.
You need to chill.
Please relax.
You can subscribe to my OnlyFans. That's what.
All right, hold on. We have one more last one at the buzzer. Close. Cameras off. Never have I ever hooked up with a client. Oh, you're sick.
You're saying I'm sick? You're sick. If I'm sick, you're sick.
Me?
Absolutely.
I'm a professional, Zamar. I'm a professional. Better believe it. All right.
Hold on.
Never ever.
Camera off. Fuck. Keep the questions coming, guys.
Camera off. Okay. This will be the last one. We gotta move forward.
No, if they got more, they can put them in. I like this.
All right. Okay. Never have I ever fucked where I worked. Where I worked? I have not. Zamar's on your own. You're on your own, Zamar.
No, I've worked other places in the gym.
Zamar drinking.
I know.
Why aren't you drinking?
Said the gym? No. Should I tell this story?
Listen, man. Let's get through this.
Is there another one?
All right, last one. This is the last one. By iPhone to whoever iPhone is. I don't know whose name is iPhone. Camera's off. Never have ever been catfished. Yeah, I have been when I was younger. Definitely.
Ryan.
Definitely.
The great Ryan Malcolm Campbell has been
when I was younger.
Catfished.
100%. 100%.
Is that why you have these trust issues?
Who's that trust issues? I don't have trust issues.
You don't have none of those?
No, I don't trust issues. When I was younger, I was 15 years old. It was when we had like T-dot wire. You guys know what that is. That was wild. She got me real good.
Oh my days.
All right, guys. That was great. All right, let us get into the show. Thank you guys for coming through. You guys can all turn your cameras on. Feel free to pull up. Cameras can all come on now. If you want to be seen, feel free to put your cameras on.
So here's how it's going to work throughout the night. There's obviously going to be topics we're going to talk about. At any given point, you can obviously just chime in the chat. If there's something you want to say, I'll be monitoring that, as long as I can still see straight. Aside from that, if there's ever a point where you actually want to chime in, you want to talk, I'll just unmute you and then you can start chatting. Okay.
Sounds good.
And we'll go from there.
Okay. So let's begin. Allison said, Z, your glass looks empty. So I'm almost look at this. I'm almost on my second and Z's on his first. And come on now, Z.
It's a marathon. It's not a race, buddy. Don't worry.
Come on now, Z.
It's a marathon. Chill.
All right. Okay. Let us begin. So we're gonna start. This is for the men. So any men that feel like chipping in, we're gonna start talking about men's behavior when they like somebody. So I feel like there's this misconception about men that we're not emotionally intelligent. We don't show emotion. We feel like we don't care about shit. You don't make the first move sometimes. You don't know what you want.
Ryan, you've been campaigning on this. You've been campaigning for years now, talking about this notion. For years, you've been campaigning about this.
Wait, which notion?
That men aren't emotionally aware and like all this stuff, saying that you against it.
I mean, I'm just saying that's what people say.
Okay.
Do I feel that I am emotionally intelligent? I believe I am. But we're talking about when men like a woman. When you like somebody, Zamor, how are you different? And I don't mean like what, like there's girls, like, okay, there's girls that you might talk to, you might sleep with here and there. You might text back and forth, but when you're not really into somebody, you're like, you kind of talk to them and respond on a as needed basis, right?
Yeah.
Well, how is your behavior different when you actually like a girl? When Zamor likes somebody, Z, young boy, top boy, shooter, boxing champion. When you like a girl, like really like her, not just like, oh, like I'm into her. Like when you really like a girl, how are you different? How is Zamor different? How is your behavior different? Go for it.
I think honestly, like most guys, you fucking become a simp. I think that's what happens.
Define simp, please. Thank you.
I straight up just think you'll fucking do anything for that girl.
And you or me? How does Zamor act? Don't say you. Say
okay,
I.
what I'm saying, it applies to me, but I damn well know it applies to you.
I'm asking for you.
You can lie and tell your story after.
Hold on. I just want to hear yours.
Okay, so
when you're speaking, say I, please.
I know for a fact that when I like a girl, it's almost like my mind goes one track.
Explain, please. Expound.
Yo, you're wavy, eh? I can tell that.
I'm chilling.
Basically, what I'm saying is like,
yes.
Look
at him getting nervous. This is crazy.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out how to formulate this.
You know how you act.
I said I like a simp. Like I'll catch myself. What
do you do?
I'll literally catch myself saying like, "Why the fuck am I thinking about this person often? For what? For what reason? Why? Help me understand why.
We had a conversation. We're talking about text messages, right? So we're all in the texting era, text back and forth. There's always been this weird thing of like who should text somebody first, or how long should you wait before you respond to somebody, and all these stupid rules that we create to try and not feel like who cares the most, or who cares the least. Sorry, there's this competition of like who can act like they don't give a fuck the most. You know what I mean? Everyone knows we're in this fucking era where like everyone has to act like who doesn't fucking care the most, who can care the least, who doesn't fucking have emotion. But like we're in this shit. We're in this shit. And when a guy actually likes a girl, whether he wants to admit it or not, he checks his phone. Like we get text messages from numerous people, clients, friends, family, whatever. Have you ever, any guys in the room right now?
Look,
if there's a girl you like or have liked, have you ever had your phone vibrate? And when it's not them, you're just like, fuck, you're cheese. You're actually cheese. Like you're like, I don't want to talk to anybody else.
Right. You know what the worst part is?
You're like, who? Why? And it's like people that you actually, even your family, you're like, why are you texting me right now? Why are you even texting me? Like, I don't even want to talk to this person right now.
Ryan, you know what the worst part is? The worst part about that entire situation is like, I can never let you know.
Oh, 100%.
I can never let the girl know.
No way.
That I'm fucking checking from my phone. Every time I get a damn text message.
You're cheesed? You can't let her know you're cheesed.
I can't let her know.
Have you ever?
Let her know. I just gotta hold that L. That's what I gotta do.
Have you ever purposely not texted somebody?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Why?
Okay, I purposely decided to not text people.
Right. Like
double texting. I don't do that shit.
Explain why.
I don't do that shit.
Why?
Yo, if you are okay with double texting, just like raise your hand so I can see you, the people that are on screen.
Yeah, that's a grown man right there. Who's that? 10 gaming? Latrell?
You're a better man than me.
These are grown men right here.
That's Kayshawn. That's a better man than me.
These are grown men right here.
He's a better man than me.
Double text if you need to.
I don't double text.
Why not? What is the reason?
Okay, hold on. Let's read what people says. Allison said, I will triple text fight me. Latrell says, depends on the context. Look, the only times I'm double texting you is if I know that your life is in danger. Like something's wrong. Okay. I need to check in on you. That's the only time I'm double texting you. But fuck, I look like messaging you repeatedly, talking to myself in your text messages.
So have you ever double texted?
Yeah, for sure. When I was younger, and then
how much young? Mans always say when they're younger,
dude.
They always do that. When I was younger, how younger? How much younger?
Give me an age. Early 20s.
Give me an age.
Early 20s.
Give me an age.
21.
It's always the youngest age. 21. You're such a liar.
How am I such a liar? You're a grown man. You're telling me that you probably did it last week. Eh?
This man said 21 so quick. He was the youngest age of your 20s he could possibly get to.
No, the youngest age is your 20s.
Still, no. He wanted to still be legal though. He's like, let me still be legal at 21. But let me give you a young age. Like, how old are you right now, Zamar?
You double text?
I don't. No, I don't. But we're talking about you right now.
No.
We're talking about you right now.
Hold on. Chat. Do you see the bullshit that I deal with?
But you're under the
microscope. The bullshit I deal with. This man has the audacity to come on here and say, I've never double texted. I'm Ryan. I'm perfect. I don't do nothing wrong. I don't do nothing wrong. I don't double text.
This is how girls talk.
I don't double text.
This is how girls talk. They say you're perfect. How did we get there? Did I say I'm perfect? They always come to the craziest extremes. Like somehow we got from like,
guys, if you think Ryan double texts or has ever double texted, just say something in the chat because we all know that he has. Come on, 100%.
Who am I double texting?
Definitely, yes. Hell yeah.
Who put
for sure?
Who put for sure?
1,000%.
1,000.
At least once. No one believes you. Look in your camera. Look in your camera. Let them see your face. No one believes Ryan because he's a liar. That's what it is. You've obviously double texted. Stop fucking lying.
They put 1,000%.
Do you know how wild that is? Annie literally wrote 1,000%. She let her finger stay on the zero an extra time to let you know that you're a fucking liar.
All right. You know what? When I was 21, I did double text.
Okay. Once for sure. Lauren's like, absolutely.
When I was 21, I definitely double text.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here's the thing. Regardless of age, I can't do it.
Why can't you double text? Why can't you double text now? At this age. You're 28.
29.
29, sorry.
I can't do it now because it's unbecoming. Like you look silly when you actually take yourself out of the situation.
You're like, I don't have to do this.
No, it's not even, I don't have to do this. When you take yourself out of the situation and you look, you like, you ever just actually looked at your text conversation sometimes with people and just notice the pattern of how it goes? It might be like, oh, I say a lot when I text.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't really say that much, right? So you're like, maybe I should like tone back like how much I text. I
mean, mine are typically in reverse right now.
Right?
I have a graveyard of text messages right now.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, imagine, I don't have to say imagine you're a man. Man's in the chat. Listen to this, right? You're in the girl's text, you're messaging her repeatedly, and she's not responding back. And
it says delivered.
It says delivered. Red. If it says red, you're dead. That's what it is. If it says you're red, kick rocks. That's what you need to do. Here's the thing. Yeah. You're messaging her nonstop. Periodically, every couple hours, no response. What are you doing? Why? You have better things to do than to periodically
many things.
You have so many things to do than go back to the text messages and say something again to yourself. You know what? This is exactly what it looks like, right? This is what double texting looks like.
Oh, you guys weren't standing up?
Hello? Hi.
He's talking to the wall.
I messaged you 10 hours ago. No response.
He's literally talking to the wall.
That's literally what it is. Don't double text.
I've actually never seen someone actually portray the term talking to a wall.
But that's what it is.
Like, I've heard people say the phrase, but I've never actually seen a reenactment of talking to a wall.
That's why Lauren's my homegirl. She said it's having a conversation with yourself. And you know what's wild? Look, it's easy for me to say this, right? But like a lot of my close friends nowadays are all women. So they'll show me, they'll like put me on game. They'll show me shit that's the bullshit they got to deal with, all this type of stuff. And the other day, wow, Amanda, you're sick. This is more only turned around to show off his dump truck.
Did you guys see it? Because it was in my face.
Listen, I do my squats, all right? Don't hate. Anyway, they'll put me on game. They'll show, hey, don't spill the liquor, bro. They'll put me on game. They'll show me, and I've seen text messages that these girls get, bro. Yeah. And when I say it's like the most pitiful thing I've ever seen in my life,
it's sad.
It's beyond sad because I'm like, there's no way that person who's doing the text messaging can actually see how fucked this is. If I started messaging you in December,
not December.
I wish I was right. Okay, girls in the chat right now, tell me if you've ever had a time where you refused to not respond to a man and he's continuously texted you for weeks, if not months, where you have not responded.
Does that happen?
Look at all the girls. Look at all of them.
Months?
They're all saying yes. Look.
Months?
Every single, like, this is the bullshit women deal with on the regular.
All the time. Yes, sir. Even years. Oh my God. Years.
And the worst part is,
imagine taking someone for years.
And this is the worst part. If they message you for that long, they forget that they've already said certain things to you.
They're redoing lines.
Doing the same shit. So the girl's looking at this like, yo, he said that to me last February.
He's trying again.
Here he is back again.
It expires. Let me just try it again.
So look, I say all of that to say this, right? Because what do we start off with? Like, if we like,
how we act when we like somebody.
Act when we like,
yeah,
right? It started with the text messaging. We're like, fuck, I want to text this girl. I want to talk to her.
Yeah.
But I don't want to like overstep.
You don't want to be too much. Not too much.
Get in our head way too much. And also it depends on like the person you're talking to, right? Like you might know their vibe. But the one thing I will not do, like I refuse to do, is double text. I don't know if that's a weird power thing where I'm like, I don't want to look like I'm relinquishing all my power to you, but at the same,
you want to give her that. You want to be like, oh, he texted me twice. Like he's begging.
Yeah, but
He's begging.
fam, if I text you twice, we live in an age where we're all on our phones. Like, come on, like you text people back that you want to text back. Let's just be honest.
Of course.
That's what it is.
Of course.
You know, when people say like,
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it.
Oh, sorry. Sleeping.
I just got paid so hard.
What? What happened?
I'm literally
Did somebody expose you?
Yeah, someone exposed me.
So speak up.
No, I'm not gonna say who it is in the
No,
chat.
not who it is, but speak up. What happened?
Someone literally just sent me a screenshot of our conversations where I have not responded.
Huh. And man's talking like he's a saint.
No, I'm not talking like I'm a saint.
Talking like he's perfect.
When did I talk I was perfect?
Oh, some more is Mr. Perfect.
Wow.
Oh, that's what we do here now, right?
Wow.
Oh, now it's crazy.
It really be your own people.
Oh, now you just did that to
It really
me.
be your own people.
You literally just did that to me.
I don't know what you're talking about, honestly. Where's the cat for this?
This is crazy. All right. Next topic. So I made a tweet. I think it was yesterday or a couple days ago. Saying,
yo, I got paged again.
What again? Are you getting the Carfax?
Yo, someone literally said, I literally double text you all the time, pussy hole. And they're both girls too.
Zamar's getting called out for his bullshit. This is what I like. Accountability, ladies. 2021. Hold these niggas, hold these niggas accountable.
I'm a busy man. If I don't respond, it's not because I'm choosing not to. Like,
no, it's fine. It's fine. But just don't act like you're not part of the pack.
No, I know I'm part of the pack.
Oh, okay. You're part of the sickles.
Oh, no. I was about to howl.
You're about to howl? He's about to bark. Okay.
What's the next topic?
Yeah, so the next thing, a couple of days ago, I made a tweet talking about communication and lack of communication. And I said lack of communication is a myth.
Lauren, this is where you chime in.
Let me just get the tweet real quick.
Annie, shut up. You didn't check our threads.
So the tweet was, lack of communication is a myth. Everyone communicates. It just may not be in a way that you can appreciate. Life becomes so much simpler when you're no longer bothered by the things you wished people would do. Stop confusing hope with expectation. So I came up with that because I feel like people constantly have this issue with how people communicate, right? And we create these expectations in our head of like, if someone liked me, they would do this because that's how you would act. Or if someone really cared about me, they would say this to me because that's what you would say, and so on and so forth, right? But we blanket this whole thing and say, oh, they have communication problems or lack of communication. And really, they are communicating, just not in the way that you want them to. So what is your like, that's my stance on it. I feel like a lot of issues with communication and what people think is not communicating, just like, people are talking, whether they're silent or not talking. Even silence is a form of communicating. Communicating is not always verbal, right? There's actions, there's things you can say and do and behave, which is still forms of communication, right?
So I mean, like,
go ahead.
Josh just said in the chat, and by the way, guys, we'll get back to some of these questions after, but Josh just said we definitely use ourselves as a benchmark for others sometimes.
For sure.
I think that's true. I'm definitely guilty of it. You know, like I think I'm.
Have you ever gotten mad? Like upset, sorry?
At what? Someone's life?
At how someone communicated because you expect them to do it a different way?
Yeah. Yeah. And the problem is the expectation.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the problem lies. Like, I think ideally we all want to be with someone who shares similar fucking values or characteristics as us. And I think to myself, I want to be with someone that, is good at communicating, right? What does that even look like? For me, it's as simple as if I ask you some shit, I'm not getting a hidden veil answer. It's like, you're not telling me something, but you're really telling me something else. Just say what you want, like straight up. You cut through so much of the bullshit when you do that.
Have you ever had someone tell you, you know what I mean?
Yeah. We've all done that. We've all said, you know what I mean.
How much does that frustrate you when someone says, you know what I mean?
Give me a context.
Especially when
context. Give me the context.
So you might ask somebody something or a very direct question and they answer it in a way that's indirect and you're still looking for your answer and they say, no, you know what I meant by that. And you actually didn't, but they're so convinced that you understood and you're playing stupid.
Yeah.
Have you had those situations?
A I don't remember it.
Okay.
But like, look, so this is what Lauren said, right? She said, ultimately, communication is a skill. Skills aren't inherent. So someone just popped in the chat. I missed it. Sorry. Skills aren't inherently held across populations. They're learned and developed. So yes, we all communicate on some level, but not well. We can improve our communication like any other skill. And like, I get that. Like,
I just forgot everything on the screen here.
Yeah. Like the idea is, oh yeah, I'll just look over there.
Yeah.
The idea is that you can absolutely work on your communication skills. I think the problem when it comes to relationships is that people go into them with expectations of how the other person should communicate based on how they communicate.
Right.
Right. Like no one ever really goes into a relationship trying to figure out, all right, what type of baggage do you have? Mm-hmm. What type of shit are you dealing with right now? Currently, how do you prefer to communicate? Mm-hmm. Right. Like I might, like for me, it wouldn't be a deal breaker for me to date someone who I don't want to say is closed off, but doesn't communicate the same way that I do. Right. Right. It wouldn't be a deal breaker if I knew that from the jump, but that's on me to do the due diligence to know that. Right. I think the problem is a lot of people don't do that. And then when shit hits the fan at some point and you're in a either argument or some type of conflict, that's when you realize, oh shit, like we actually communicate very differently. And that's when shit really hits the fan. You mentioned conflict, and actually for people who follow my Love and Work rooms on Clubhouse, that was actually something I discussed this week, talking about how I feel like people don't talk to people long enough to endure conflict before they get into a relationship. Yeah. And I've come to a point where I feel like that's absolutely mandatory to experience. Some form of conflict. It doesn't mean a fight. Like conflict isn't always just a fight, but just like some form of disagreement, some form of misunderstanding. Like I feel like until you really see how someone behaves when things aren't smooth, when you don't agree, everything is perfect and honeymoon stage or whatever when you first start talking to somebody, right? Yeah. But I feel like people are getting into relationships and starting to date people before enduring or experiencing any form of disagreement or conflict. They're dating people based on what they're experiencing right now. This feels good. Everything is perfect. We have the same interests, the same likes, the same this and this and that. But they're getting into a relationship before understanding how someone deals with conflict. And it's not a matter of whether you will or will not fight. You will definitely reach a form of conflict. You probably should. It should, and it's guaranteed. But I feel like people are getting into relationships before they experience any type of conflict. And that is, I can speak from my experience, like majority of my relationships that I've broken up with were due to a form of conflict and just us having a disconnect on how we deal with conflict. Yeah. And I feel like because we've never dealt with that prior to dating, it's always a new experience in the relationship. Yeah. I definitely get that. The tough thing with that in particular is, it's not likely you're going to face a form of conflicts before you start dating for someone. That's true though. No, it's not likely unless, like, I don't know. It's either unless you're looking for it to happen to see how the reaction is going to go, or some random outside experience happens between the both of you. Right. Like, I don't know. We could see some fucked up shit happen on the news, and then you realize the person you're talking to, you both have different views on it. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's just due to time, though. I think people are just not taking enough time. It could be. I think that it could be. It doesn't have to be a fight. Dude, no, I get that. But you could literally be talking to someone for a month and a half, and that's not a long time. But you could definitely invite, like, conflict could show up 100% in some way, especially with the times we're living in now. Right. I think the biggest issue, like, I agree with what you're saying, but I think the biggest issue is that, I've said this before, my therapist told me this years ago. It's like, a lot of people say they have an issue with communication. They really don't. Mm-hmm. What they really have an issue with is comprehension. Right. There's a difference between the two, right? Like, you and I are talking right now. Most people in here can chat with each other. Like, most people can talk every day to people. You don't have an issue with communicating. But how are you processing what I'm saying to you? Right. And it's like, you kind of have to, if you like someone enough or you care about them, you got to do the due diligence to figure out, okay, how does this person communicate? and then it goes from there. Like, for example, like if I go into a relationship with someone and let's say I find out when they get into arguments, they like to, not like to, but they typically raise their voice.
Mm-hmm.
They get loud. It's not even because they're genuinely mad at me. It's just a habit of theirs. If a girl told me that, hey, like when we argue, I raise my voice.
Right.
If I knew that from the jump, I wouldn't take it so personally when it happens.
When they do it, because I
know now.
But would you?
So I'm not saying it would still make it right, but I would understand that this isn't a personal thing. Whereas other cases, if I didn't know that, I'm gonna look at that and be like, "This is hella disrespectful."
So, question:
it can still be disrespectful, but I'm just saying, like.
So, question for you: if a woman was to tell you that, I'm someone who raises my voice when I get angry,
yeah,
are you willing to still proceed with someone like that?
Yeah, I mean, it depends how I feel about them. That's really it. Like, it's not a deal. It's not a deal breaker for me. Like, it's really not. But let me read some of these responses. Right. So Lauren responded.
Yeah, you guys are typing. I
know you guys are. I know Lauren's at her phone right now with her thumbs.
Y'all are typing.
Furious. Anyway,
let me look on the screen. It's easier for us.
Okay, so Lauren, I gotta read here. Lauren said, Brandy said, it's a fine line between expectation and boundary. Boundary in the sense on how you'd like to be treated and uphold yourself. The conversation should happen prior. If I do this, how would you like me to approach you in that moment? Because we're all different. That's fair. Like I had that conversation with someone closer to that. I just said, yo, like when this situation happens, how would you prefer me to like react to it? Simple as that. So now I know moving forward, this is how I deal with it. Aaliyah, she says, I think nonverbal cues when communicating are important. Anyone can say anything, but watch their body and eyes. It'll tell you more than words, in my opinion. Yeah, I get that. Sometimes. Latrell said, I agree with you, Lauren, especially when it comes to transparency. I think comprehension is also important. People try to match energy, which is very true. My granny says, you never know a person until the first fight. So get them mad early. LOL, save time. Or just go on a fucking trip.
I mean, right now you can't go on trips, so people are figuring this out real quick.
With COVID, I forgot.
Real quick.
Nicole said, facts. Just because you get along doesn't mean you're compatible. True. Lauren said, having expectations of people we love or work with, etc., without expressing to them in a transparent manner is like setting your own rules for a game and expecting the other person to inherently know how to play. Facts.
That's very true.
And he said, "We're the big bird." Lauren, true. I firmly believe that a critical aspect of good communication. Yo, Lauren, you've been waiting for this. I know this. This is Lauren's moment. This is Lauren's moment.
It's okay.
I firmly believe that a critical aspect of good communication is transparency. We also have to know and accept that transparency won't necessarily lead to a desired outcome or understanding. Very true. You will frequently meet people who you won't be on the same page with, but learning how to communicate effectively is learning how to operate with transparency without an attachment to a specific outcome. Woo.
I have a question for you.
Okay.
Is this recording right now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, cool.
When we start,
I know why I just started thinking about it right at this moment.
You know why? Because
I be cheesing
when we started this show.
Yeah.
I remember before I took a drink, I was like, let me hit record.
Just on the dead space first?
I was like, yeah. Like I literally had a That's So Raven moment. I was like, remember that time you didn't record? Let me do that right now.
I'd be so cheesed.
Those are all
very points.
Very valid points. I have to listen to Lauren every day. Unfortunately, Lauren, I have to listen to you. I love you, Lauren, but she speaks facts. Everything she's saying is true.
Actually, before you move on, anyone want to pitch in any verbal perspectives?
If you want,
just unmute your mic and feel free to talk. We will engage. Go for it. If you do not wish to speak up, I will just proceed to the next topic.
Nope, we're good. We're gonna move on. Cool.
Anybody?
Right.
No.
What's the next one? Let's
go. Rolling. No problem. The next topic is engagement rings. We are.
See Kayshawn laughing. All the mans in the chat just literally shook their head. Every single one.
We are getting to Will's going nuts. We are getting to a point in our lives as men Where?
Hold on, before you continue,
What?
I want to let everyone in the chat know that I have no idea what Ryan is going to say right now. So he's not speaking for the both of us. If I agree with him, I'll let you know.
I'm speaking for me and Will. Will knows what it is.
Amanda literally chimed in saying "fucking hell" because she knows where Ryan is going with this.
Will knows.
I'm listening. So
Will knows what it is. All right.
I'm not purging myself right now.
We're getting to a point, gentlemen, as men, where we're, starting to slow down a little bit. We're getting older. We're meeting women here and there, finding a little girlfriend, a little friend here, talking to somebody, whatever. And the women that we meet at these ages, most, not all, I'll never say all anything, but most would like to get married at some point in their lives, some point. But before you marry or even talk about marriage with certain women that you are interested in, it's very important to understand their expectation when it comes to the engagement ring. Some don't want a ring. Some don't care. Some are fine with plastic.
Yo, hold on.
Some are fine.
Ryan, hold on.
Some are okay.
Ryan,
what? I'm doing my spiel.
I just want to provide some context here, right? The reason this is even a topic right now,
yes,
because someone came in the We Need to Talk Instagram DMs and sent us a video of an episode where we talked about this very same thing 4 years ago.
Yes.
So now it's come back to light. That's the only reason it's happening. So
and you know what? It's 4 years later where we're actually more likely to be in that stage. Anyways.
Yeah, no one would be okay with plastics. I got to chime in here. Hey. Says some people would be okay with plastics. Literally no one. I don't know who you're talking about.
I know some girls that are okay with plastic.
Who?
We're name drop?
You don't know any girls.
Jessica. Now what?
You literally picked
Trina. Lakeisha.
You're fucking lying. Go on. They already established earlier that you're a liar. So go on.
All right. So, anyways, as I was saying,
that's cap. Of course it is. That's absolute cap. Go on.
As I was saying, it is important to understand the expectations of your partner, i.e., the woman and her expectation of an engagement ring. Now, this is specifically for the women in the room. So, men, please remain on mute. Please, for the love of God, remain on mute. But women, all the women in the room that would like to speak, can you please unmute your mics as of now?
What are you asking?
Hey,
ladies, I'm trying to help you guys. Just so you know, I'm trying to help you.
Hey, I got this. Let me just sip one second. Hold on. All right, ladies. Anyone that would like to speak on said topic, please unmute your mics at any point. I have a question, just an intro question to get into this. First question, actually, if you would like to get married, that's the first question. If you would like to get married at some point in this life, please unmute your mic and just say yes. Just a yes.
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 Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Marriage is a trap, y'all. It's a fucking trap.
Who said that one? Who said trap?
It was me. It was Monique.
Monique. Got it. Thank you, Monique. So would you say you're not part of the marriage group?
Not part of the marriage group.
Please remain muted, Monique. Thank you very much.
Get your ass back on mute, Monique.
All right. So for the women who have said yes, thank you very much for sharing. Monique, please remain muted. You're not part of this group. Now, for the women who would like to get married at some point in this life, ballpark, please, how much you would like, not need, like your engagement ring to be. Speak out. And
well, no, whoever.
What do you mean by how much?
What do you mean?
How much would you like your engagement ring to cost in funds?
10,000.
Ryan,
Real money. We'll
I
go
don't
one
think any woman has a set, like, I want my ring to be $15,000.
Don't say things you don't know.
I don't think women are thinking about that price tag. They have an idea of the ring that they want. They might know what it looks like. They probably haven't really researched what it costs.
I know.
Mine will be about
I think that's false. But continue.
Yeah, mine would be about 5K.
Oh, there's a number. Interesting.
Yeah, it would tap out at, because it's going to be custom ruby and like certain cuts, but it'll probably be about 5K.
Okay, so
if it was over 5K, I'd be like, yo, you need to chill.
Okay, so Brandy just instantly negated whatever that woman just said.
Yeah, 15K is a down payment for a house.
No, I'm listening. I'm just saying you just instantly negated whatever she just said about not knowing a number. You know your number.
Where am I going with this?
I have never in my life looked up the price. Like, why am I researching? I want a 5K ring or a 10K ring. Obviously, we know engagement rings are expensive, but I'm going to look at a ring that I want, not a price tag that I want.
Lauren, don't ask me. Don't ask me. Now, any other ladies?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Lauren, I love you. You know I do, right? But this is what I have to say. Like you said, I don't know any woman that would do this. And unfortunately, a woman just said a number like that did that. So what's your response to that?
Oh my God, don't pin people.
All I know is like the women in my life who are very set on getting married. No. Stop. Who are very set on getting married and have a specific ring or something that they want in mind. They've pinned shit to Pinterest. They've looked at it, but they haven't really looked into what it costs. They might have some general ballpark range, but when they talk about the ring that they want, they're talking about the cut or the carat or the design. They're not saying, I want the 20K ring.
Absolutely true. So two things.
Yeah.
You got a fan club in the chat right now agreeing with you. I appreciate that. Josh said if they knew how much it would cost,
Can you guys hear?
Cost us, they might think twice, right? This is my only thing.
It's a big fact, Josh.
I said
More, no one can hear you.
No.
Your mic on mute. I think your actual mic on your finger.
Oh, hold on. There we go. You guys can hear me. I said this at the very beginning, right? When this guy asked, like, how do you act when you're in love with a girl, blah, blah, you start simping, all that shit. Look, if a guy, if you really like the person you're with, you're going to get them whatever they want. That's not cap. That's true. Am I right or am I wrong about that, Ryan?
Say that statement one more time. Slower.
You're drunk. Okay.
No, I'm listening.
Just
say it slower.
If you love the person enough,
right,
it's not going to be an issue for you.
What's not going to be an issue?
Get in the ring. How much of it costs?
No matter the cost.
Look, we both know that there's like an extravagant number.
Say your statement.
Hold on. That's what it says. If
No
you
matter
like them enough, if you love them enough,
go ahead.
You'll do what needs to be done.
No matter the cost.
Sure. That's how I feel. But
that's not true for me.
Okay. So this is the thing, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the thing, though.
Yes.
Forget that.
Yes.
This is what I want to ask the girls. Like, most of the time, like, I think a lot of girls have looked at rings. I'm not going to say all. A lot of them have. But I think the bigger issue is that, like, maybe they're not looking at the cost of the ring when they're looking at what type of ring that they want. They just know this is the type of cut I want. You know, this is the type of size, maybe. Like, these are the things they're looking at. I sometimes wonder, are they also looking at the cost?
And I'd wonder why they're not. But let's move on.
So let's ask.
Huh?
Let's ask.
Oh, sure. Women that want to get married, as a general consensus, are you also looking at the price or potential price of the rings you like? Just say whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Okay.
Yeah.
Another yeah. Got it. Okay. So the next question to the ladies that want to get married only, please. So that Monique, please remain mute. Thank you. The next question would be, if the man you love and the man that loves you cannot afford the ring that you like, are you going to prolong the wedding or the proposal that he wants to do until he can afford it? Please answer that as you.
No.
So I actually listened to someone talking about this on the podcast the other day, and they were saying that it's now relatively common where couples will get engaged and they'll consider, like, if they're at a point in their lives where the guy can't afford man or woman can't afford the engagement ring that they want to get for their partner, they consider it like a starter ring. And then in 5 or 10 years or whatever.
Oh no. Oh.
Sorry, you got cut out, Lauren. She get dropped out of the room?
Where'd Lauren go?
She got dropped out of the room somehow.
We're gonna add it back.
Okay, that's okay. In the meantime, she said starter ring. Now, sorry, the general consensus was you guys will not prolong your marriage.
She's coming.
She's back in? Okay.
I just admitted her back. Hold on. Hold on, she's joining. I know she's got a lot to say, people.
Is Lauren back in?
No, she's almost here. Hold on, she's joining.
Please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize for the dysfunction.
There she is.
All right. Welcome back, Lauren. What happened?
Sorry. So what I was saying was in like 5 or 10 years when everyone's better off financially and things are going well, they'll like upgrade the ring to what their partner really wants. That's apparently a common thing now.
Okay. I understand that. And I've heard about that as well. Okay. So now.
Wait, hold on.
Go ahead.
I just want you guys to know you're talking to the wrong man right now about this whole marriage ring thing. You all know this, right? If you know that's true, fucking nod your head because clearly you're talking to the wrong dude.
Why am I the wrong man? Why am I the wrong man? Well, I don't know what I'm talking about. Wow. So Lisa, I would actually help with the cost. That's very nice of Lisa. Okay. So let's move forward. For the people that would not prolong their marriage due to a man not being able to afford the ring. And there's the option of this now starter ring that we're discussing. If the main ring never comes, is that an issue?
No.
Yes.
Oh, who said yes?
Yes.
Who said yes? Brandy? Okay. Who else said yes?
Me. Dad did.
Who's that? Sorry. Got you. Anybody else? If the main ring never comes, they propose to you with the starter ring, you get married, but the main ring never gets swapped. Is that okay?
I think it depends.
Let me chime in here.
Go for it. Just mute TV.
Okay. I think there is warranted to be a problem because it's called a starter ring. Like the assumption is you're gonna get a newer ring or the ring that they want. So if I give you a starter ring, knowing, yo, this is the ring you're only getting, that's a problem.
No, hold on.
Or like if a circumstance happens.
Exactly. That's no. I would never. I'm not.
Okay.
By no means am I phrasing.
I need you to clarify yourself, buddy.
Hold on. By no means am I phrasing that this person is doing this deliberately with no plans of getting another ring. I'm saying they start with this ring. You get married. You fall in love. You do what you guys are doing as married couple. And life goes on. You start having kids, so you have a house, blah, blah, blah. And they just never upgrade the ring. Will that become a fight at some point in your relationship? Any women, feel free to respond.
I believe it would. For sure it would.
It would become.
It's holding you accountable. Like that's I guess it also depends on your perception of what the ring means to you, right?
Absolutely.
Like, is it a communion? Is that something that we hold between us? Like, because at the end of the day, it's materialistic. It can be thrown out. Let's face it, right? It's just money. But for some people, it's like when I look down at that, for me, it would be a reminder like, man, this is what I'm doing. And so if you say, I don't like the term starter ring, like that doesn't even apply to me. Like I would do promise rings or whatever, something not fancy prior. So that when the next ring comes, it's not like this ballin' ass ring. Like the first one could just be like something simple. Like what I'm doing is like silicone rings. Like a lot of medical nurses wear them, stuff like that. Start off with those. Just get a feel of it. Like, cause I mean, your body changes automatically once you have a ring on your finger. So that at least later on in life, when someone is getting a new ring, this silicone ring ain't even gonna matter. It could be a smallest diamond and it would still be beautiful, right? But I mean, it's between you and your partner. Like I would be upset if it wasn't, because it's like, it would be a question. Did you take it seriously or not? I think that would be a reflection moment in our relationship. Sit down. Like, are we cool or are we not?
Hold on. I need to read the responses.
Oh yeah. People are talking. I apologize.
Thank you for that. Jussie said, But shouldn't the starter ring hold that same value because it was bought and accepted under the same feelings of love and union? Josh said, remember, that's only the engagement ring. There's still a wedding ring we need to buy.
Valid fact. So this conversation always becomes, I'm not gonna make it too long, but this conversation always gets very mixed reviews, right? And I think that's because as a man, you know, I can't speak for all men, but I can speak for a majority of men. Rings in most cases can be expensive depending on the person and what she views as a nice ring per se, and diamonds and so on and so forth. But I'm a wedding photographer. I've done a lot of weddings, and I've seen a lot of things where I'm starting to question and ask, and I like asking women, like, what does the cost of the ring actually mean to you? When if you're in love with somebody, like, I love you, you're my future, my husband, whatever, and vice versa. Like, what value are you guys actually giving to this ring versus the partnership and friendship and love you have between your partner? Like, where does this line get drawn where you're taking or putting so much into the cost of the ring or the value of the ring rather than the bond and the partnership you have? Like, it's a constant question I have with women that a lot of the brides I've shot where some of their diamonds are massive. It's crazy, but their relationship with their partner is terrible, but they're happy with the ring, right? I'm not gonna speak for all you women because I don't know your reasons, but I'll ask you guys. The question to you is, like, at what value, like, genuine question, what value do you women put in rings versus the relationship you have with a partner? What is the actual distribution between ring importance and how happy you are with your partner? That's the direct question. Anyone can answer.
I think this is all situational.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So Lauren was basically like, okay, for me, yeah, I know the cut of the ring that I would want. It's like,
Sure.
Do I know the range? Maybe, but also like the value of, okay, so the question is, what's the question? The value of the ring?
What is the distribution of importance between the value and importance of the ring versus the importance of your relationship with your partner? What is the actual distribution? Is it 60-40? Is it 50-50? Is it 80-20?
Personally, I don't think the ring, to me, I don't want to say it's not important. Obviously, I want to
Say what it is. Say what it is. Don't tell me what's not.
Okay, the distribution, I'll say for me, let's do 30-70. That's the value.
30 with what?
So 30 for the look for the ring.
Okay. And 70 for the bond you have with your partner.
But okay, I'm saying this because if are we calling it a starter ring?
I'm calling it the ring. I'm calling it the ring he could fucking afford.
I know, ring. It's just like,
Hold on, no, stop. This is so silly because I think look, she's right. This is all situational,
yeah.
But I literally think, I just think it comes down to who you like, the partnership. That's literally all it is. I think that's what it comes down to. Because I think literally depending on how you feel about the person, shit changes. Sure. Okay, there's some women who think about what type of ring it is that they want their entire life. They might not know the cost, but they know the cut. They know all these things. There are plenty of men who grow up thinking like, this is the type of girl that I want, blah, 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 blah. Then they meet someone who's not like that type of girl, but they're madly in love with. Like, if you're in love with someone enough, shit that you had planned prior before, sometimes it changes.
100%.
Right? So
I'm asking based on what they know of themselves right now.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, it doesn't matter what you ask anyone right now.
It could change.
Because I guarantee when they meet the person that they fucking like really love.
But we know this with anything in fucking life. I'm just like, but
this is irrelevant because asking them what it is now, it's irrelevant because when you're in love with the person that you're gonna end up with, it may very well change. Like
100%. But I'm trying to get a belief of what they feel right now. Because at least at the end of the day, you do things based on how you believe things are to be, at least for as much as you know, right? So whoever you date right now, you're going to act as much as you know to this point. Maybe that might change when you meet somebody and maybe you're like, you know what? I no longer care about said things. But as of right now, this is what the fuck I care about.
Okay.
Right?
So I agree. I just need to chime in
Sure.
with what people are saying in the chat, right?
Like,
I agree with what Annie said, right? She said, honestly, the ring shouldn't mean anything more than a reminder of your commitment to the other person. So the value is 100% the relationship. I agree with that, right? I'm also the same dude that said like fucking 10, 15 minutes ago that
you do anything for
if I love you enough, I'll get you what you want, which means I'll spend a lot if I have to, whatever. Okay. I'll do it because I know that's how I am if I love you enough.
Sure.
But this is the thing. The only reason why this is even a conversation, Annie, is because like there's always like these dumb arguments back and forth online of like there's men saying I shouldn't have to spend this much. And then there's like women saying my man should spend.
You should.
That's literally the only reason this argument exists. We all know that it's nuanced. And I believe I think we all know that it should be 100% the partnership. The ring should be a reminder of that. Then the argument becomes, well, if the ring isn't that big or if it doesn't look good, what does that say about the relationship?
Sure.
Like, circumstances are different for everyone. So I don't think it's a terrible thing. Like that's all I'm saying.
But that's why I'm asking specifically for the women that are in this room. Like we can go back and forth all you want, but there's still certain beliefs and standards that certain women live by that are in this room. Like there's no wrong or right. I'm generally just curious to hear how some of you, and maybe based on what other people say or other women, believe whatever, they may change or something, or may not do anything to your perspective. But I'm actually trying to get a pulse of like, how do, at least the women that are in this room, how do you guys view this distribution? How important, like, I personally know women that are like, as long as I'm in love with my partner, I don't give a fuck if we have a ring. There's women that I know that like, you know what, as long as we can tattoo our ring. Yeah. But what is the majority of perspective of women?
Listen, right? I'll tell you this right now.
Go for it.
I don't really give a fuck. Like, that's how I feel. Like I truthfully don't give a fuck. It depends on who I'm with. That's all I really care about. We're gonna fucking switch gears because this topic is gonna give me a goddamn aneurysm if we keep talking about it. The people in this audience can see the vein popping out my neck right now. Okay, so
hey man,
this is what we're gonna talk about. We're gonna switch gears. We're gonna let the audience get on you for a second.
On me?
Yeah.
How do we switch to me?
No. This is what we're gonna do. Because I need to ask you something, buddy. I need to ask you something.
How do we leave wedding rings to get on Ryan? What the fuck?
Listen, you've been getting on the crowd. So look,
this is crazy. All right,
you've been getting on the crowd. Allison, I've been drinking.
Let me point. He's not drinking. He's fucking lying. You see me pouring.
The more I drink, the more the shirt becomes open.
And we still got a present left.
Okay. So anyway, look,
we still got to open this.
Ryan, don't dodge it. I have to ask you.
I'm
something.
not dodge. This is my fourth draw.
Listen, every now and then.
What, man?
Every now and then, you post these stories, right?
What kind of stories are you talking about?
Q&A stories.
Ah, yes, those stories.
You post these Q&A stories.
Mm-hmm.
And, it appears that sometimes you get some very wild statements that get said to you. Someone shared a story yesterday, and the question was, what's the wildest thing that's ever happened to you? Was it when someone came over? What was it? What was the exact question? Remind me of the question.
What's the weirdest thing someone has done when they came to your house?
Okay, so you know, when I think about the weirdest thing someone's ever done, I think about, where
is he going with this?
I think about like someone coming to my crib and like not taking off their shoes, he's gonna try like a savage.
He's gonna try and bury me.
What I want to know, I'm not trying to bury you. What I want to know is why you specifically chose to tell this story. Why don't you tell the crowd about this story? Because I need to understand why this story even made it to your Instagram stories. And I need everyone to judge this man afterwards. So explain to me in the audience why you told this story. Tell them the story and explain why.
So there's not a lot of weird things that happen at my house. In fact, not a lot of people actually come to my house, to be honest. So when
go on.
So we doing?
No, we're not doing anything.
All right. Anyways, not a lot of people go to my house specifically. And not a lot of weird things happen at my house. So the question was directly, what is the weirdest thing that has happened that a guest has done? A guest, they said, that a guest has done in your house. And the only thing I could think of that was actually, I was like, that was pretty weird, was a girl that gave me head one time, another on their face, and she walked into the mirror and she rubbed my cum in her face in the mirror and stared at herself. And I watched her rub cum in her face and stare at herself in the mirror. And I stared at her, staring at her
Yo, Josh, that shit is killing me.
in the mirror. So when I think of something weird, I was like, that's fucking weird. That was pretty weird for me.
Okay,
Like,
so,
that was pretty weird for me. I was watching her rub cum in her face in the mirror. It was pretty weird for me.
Okay, so I have two things to say to this, right? Hold on. So I gotta read these responses. People are laughing, obviously. Josh, your reaction is exactly like mine, huh? When I first saw that. What the fuck? You're lying. You low key like that. That's what Allison said. Some people believe it's good for their skin still. Oh my God, I'm dead. So look,
what's your question here?
My question.
Go ahead.
First, I don't understand why that was good for your brand to share.
My brand?
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's fucking real life. What? Who's
Yo, I just read something I didn't need to read.
Who's texting you now?
Someone in this chat just texted me something I did not need to read, but go on.
Interesting.
So there's, first off, I don't understand why that even needed to be shared. Bro, I didn't need to know.
Bro, I'm an honest person. What are you talking about? Go ahead.
Secondly, knowing you.
What does that mean?
When you saw this happen,
okay,
tell me why you didn't tell her to leave your crib after.
Tell her to leave?
Yeah. You thought you didn't think that was weird.
Who might interrupt that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this man's a sicko. Ladies and gentlemen, this man's a sicko.
Who might interrupt that? She had a moment with what the fuck she was doing. Who am I, some more, to interrupt her session with herself?
There we go. Just look, Ryan, look at me. Look at me. Don't look at them. Don't look at them. Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
Look at me.
I'm looking at you.
I want you to look me in the eyes, right? Put the drink down. I want you to look me in the eyes right now.
Okay, I'm getting warm. It's warm in here.
Yeah, I want you to look me in the eyes right now.
Okay.
And tell me, be honest.
Yes.
So you saw that weird shit happen and you liked it. No. See the pause. You liked it.
There was
just say you liked
7%. 7%
of what?
7%. I liked 7% of it.
You're fucking dumb, bro. Honestly, like this guy cheesy.
I swear.
Listen, I've known this dude for so long. We've known each other since like grade school.
Sure.
We've been doing this podcast for 4 years.
Okay.
And every day, I find you give me a new reason to loathe you. What are you talking about? 7%.
7%.
Where's that percentage come? I'm not doing this.
I'm an accurate man.
This is foolish. This is honestly foolish.
Hey, man. He wanted the answer. I gave him the answer. He doesn't like it. Crazy. What kind of life is this?
Stop fucking lying and say 70%. 70.
93% of that was weird.
No. You're a math guy. I know you're fucking lying.
I am a math guy. 93% of that was
weird. Numbers, man. That's what Allison said. Because we know you're lying.
93% of that was weird to me. 7% was like...
The fact that you're choosing such a random specific number...
It's not random. Lying. It's very accurate and specific. 7% of me was like,
no, I don't even want to give you room to explain these calculations. That's why I don't want to do that.
Now he doesn't want the numbers.
I don't want to do that.
Crazy stuff.
We all know this is foolish.
Crazy stuff.
It's the closest number to 21. But what's the next question? Fuck.
The next topic, guys. Actually, we have a game that you want to play with anyone that's interested.
Wait. What? There's no other questions? Hold on.
No, that was the last.
Okay, yo.
Question specifically.
Anyone in the chat that wants to ask us any specific questions, ask us.
It's already 10. It's already 10:19.
I know. Naomi said, if you saw it in porn, would you turn off the porn? No,
I would.
No, like I wouldn't.
What?
Because it's porn. I'm already there.
I'm dead serious. If I'm watching porn and I see a girl rubbing cum in her face, I'm turning it off.
Okay. Well, I don't know what porn you're watching.
Who's watching that? What?
Listen.
You're watching that?
What? Of compilations of girls? No, I'm not.
Are you watching a girl on porn? Are you watching the part where she's rubbing cum in her face? Are you watching that part?
Hold on.
Tell the truth.
What is it? What are people saying?
That's the second cat
in the mirror. Like,
are you watching that? Are you gonna?
Ryan, I don't look. Hold on. Listen. Let's provide context.
I'm listening.
I don't find that weird if I'm watching porn.
I do.
What I'm saying is, like, in your situation,
sure.
My whole thing was, I don't know why you shared that story.
Because it's weird as fuck.
Okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
For me, it would be weird to see in person if, like, let me ask you this. Did she, like, leave the room and you didn't know what was happening and then you walked into the bathroom?
No, there's a mirror in my room.
Oh, it was in your room?
Yes.
I thought you said it was the bathroom.
No. There's a mirror in my room and she looked in the mirror. That is weird.
Yeah, bro, we've all seen Bukkake. That's what Josh just said. We've all seen that.
I don't watch that. That's what I'm saying. The question was, what's weird to Ryan? I don't give a fuck about Zamor and what he watches. I don't watch that.
I'm not saying
that's why I answered this.
Ryan, I'm not saying that's in my search history. I'm just saying if I see it, I'm like, okay, keep it.
Yeah, and I'm like, close that shit. Fuck am I watching a girl rub cum in their face on porn? What?
Look, people have their preferences.
You do, clearly. That's why I'm
not saying it's my preference. I'm just saying people have their preferences.
You're people. You are people.
Did I say that's my preference?
You just said you'd watch it. So you're
No, I didn't say I would watch. I said I wouldn't run away. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
The man said I wouldn't watch it, I wouldn't run away. So what the fuck are you doing? What?
They're asking if I'm going into my searches and searching for this.
That's extreme.
That's what they asked, though. That's what we're talking about.
I'm asking if it's
what are you talking about?
If it's on, then you watch.
Oh my god!
If it's on, then you watch.
Next question. Whoever in the chat wants to ask a question, because clearly Ryan's upset about this.
This man just deflects.
I'm comfortable with who I am.
You're a professional deflector.
I'm really not.
You are.
I'm really not. You call me Captain America out here? I'm cool. Okay, Allison has a question. Allison.
All right, guys.
Wait, Allison, do you want to ask it? Here, I'm gonna unmute.
Which is the question?
Allison, go ahead.
Okay, so this question has been like a huge debate between me and my friends, and go for any ladies who want to chime in. But Ryan and Zamora, what do you consider an actual date? Not a hangout, a date. Like, what makes it an official date, not a hangout?
That's a good question. That's actually a good question. I mean, like, well, are you hanging out with girls?
Yeah, I have.
Got it. Hanging out, to me, if I'm hanging out with you, I'm not interested in you. To me.
Okay, but what is that? Like, what does that look like?
Just keep her on. Go ahead, Allison.
Oh, I was saying, like, but what is that? Like, for example, like, beforehand, hanging out could be simply like, going out, grabbing food. But, like, isn't now the context, like, what kind of food? Is it at a restaurant or is it like fast food? Is like that going to be considered a date, or is that a hangout? Like, what is a hangout to you?
I feel like once you've established that you like somebody, there's no more hanging out. Like, I feel like they're gonna be unofficial dates. You might not want to call it a date, but they become dates. And like a date itself is you getting to know somebody that you're interested in. You know what I mean? To formally label a date it might not be necessary, but as long as I'm seeing someone I'm interested in, you're doing multiple dates, right? I feel like the only time you're hanging out is if there's no actual romantic or sexual chemistry between you guys. Then you're hanging out, in my opinion, right? So I think if a guy's trying to backtrack and be like, oh, it wasn't a date, we're just hanging out, he's just fucking with you.
Okay,
he's manipulating. Go for it.
Like, the question literally was like, what's the difference between a date and hanging out? Like Annie just said, you need to be clear from the start about whether or not you're interested in dating or just hanging out. That would be clear things, so you won't be confused. Like, for me, 100%. The literal difference is me saying I want to take you on a date. Like, it's being very clear, saying, but you want to go on a date? Like, I want to take you on a date. And then it's up to me at that point to determine what the fuck it is that we're doing.
My only rebuttal is that I don't always say the date word. Do you know what I'm saying?
I purposely say the date word so it avoids any confusion.
That's fair. No, that's fair.
That's why you should say it.
That's very fair. But I feel like it doesn't necessarily need to like, yeah, I guess we're in this confusing era where like there's mixed signals and people don't communicate. So I do understand that. But like,
no, you absolutely got to say it.
Let me take you out on a date.
Yeah, that's what I was assuming.
Why not? If you don't want any confusion, if you just say you're interested in this girl, you want no confusion whatsoever. Right. You want to make it clear where you're at. You just say, hey, do you want to go? Like, however you say it, you gotta say, like, I'm taking you on a date. You want to go on a date? Let's go on a date. I don't care how you fucking say it, but it needs to be clear if that's what you want. Too much ambiguity creates problems.
I understand. Maybe, you know what? I can only speak this from my perspective as who I am. I don't do things without intention personally. So I might not say like, let me take you on a date, but I'll say, do you want to go out to eat sometime? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not necessarily saying, do you want to go on a date sometime?
Well, I
honestly don't remember last time I said like, hey, let's go on a date. Look, I actually don't remember last time.
And the reason why you probably don't remember the last time you said it is because we live in a time now where like people aren't very. I'm not saying like
I am very clear though. Right.
Oh, hold on, my mic came out. Guys, I'm drunk.
You're not drunk.
Drunk. I have a lower tolerance than you.
He's not drunk. Why is he lying?
I'm not lying. You want to see me blackout? You don't care about me. He
sips 6 drinks, 6 sips. From one drink.
Are you okay? Are you having a stroke? Anyway,
go ahead.
The point is, you got to say it. I think we live in a time right now where people like have become too comfortable not like clearly defining what type of role it is people play in their lives and what their intentions are. Mm-hmm. That's a problem. Like people don't clearly define that.
I agree.
So it's like, are we hanging out and this is going to turn into a friends with benefits situation? Or like, where is this leading to? Like the earlier you have these conversations, the easier your life is going to be. So if I know that I actually am interested in dating you, I will say, hey, like, do you want to go on a date? Right. But if I know that like
define dating for you. Define dating for you, because that's another.
So I've asked a girl. I've come up with a time and place of.
No, sorry. Not define a date. Define dating for you.
Like dating someone. First off, it's exclusive.
Okay. So is any ladies, please speak up real quick, because this is a very important question. So, and great question, Allison, by the way. So. First question is, do you need a man to say, I'm taking you on a date for you to know that you're about to go on a date?
No.
Yes.
Okay. Who said?
No.
Okay.
Yes. That's what I've been thinking the whole entire time is a date. For somebody to consider a date with me, you literally have to say, will you go on a date with me?
No, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I just want to hear the consensus. Okay. So yeah. So go ahead. Say it again. Sorry, ladies. Do you need a man to say, I'm going on a date with you for you to know it's a date? Just speak up.
No. Negative.
No. Okay. No. Okay.
Like it.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it's about split. Okay. So it's split. The next question is, when you are dating somebody, not in a relationship with somebody, when you are dating somebody, is it exclusive to you? Any women speak up?
No.
It depends.
No.
It's a conversation between you and the other person. You can date exclusively or you cannot date exclusively. That's dependent upon how you guys are when you first meet and what you want from each other.
Got it. Okay. So it's
dating is traditionally very casual. Like you're dating. People can date more than one person at a time because they're going on dates.
Got it.
Becoming exclusive or in a relationship with someone is a secondary conversation.
Got it. Okay. Some more. What you said, do you still stand by that? To you, if you're dating somebody, is that exclusive to you? To you specifically?
No, that's so like when you asked, because literally when you asked, I thought you were talking in the context of like, I'm with this person now.
Okay.
So got it. Yeah, because Lauren's right. You can absolutely date casually.
Okay.
But I still think you need to make that clear. Right?
Okay.
Like there still needs to be a difference between dating and just hanging out. But those lines get blurred.
Okay.
Right? Because you said earlier, hanging out means I have
friendly. To me, it's friendly.
Friendly.
If I'm hanging out.
If I'm dating multiple people, there's a chance that it doesn't become, it's no longer friendly. There's a chance.
No, it's not a chance. It's automatically. If I'm dating you, it's not friendly. Period.
Okay.
To me,
I said there's a chance. Like, because I can go on a date with you and realize, I'd rather just be friendly with you.
But the whole purpose of dating,
though, like to figure out where people stand with each other.
No, 100%. But the intent of the date wasn't friendly, correct?
Fair. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Good question, Allison. I think to answer it as directly as possible, a date would be you doing something with somebody and there's a romantic element that's involved. And that could be watching a movie at your house. It could be going for dinner. It could be go for a walk. It doesn't matter what you're actually doing, but there's a romantic element involved. I'm looking at you.
Do y'all agree with that? I just want to hear the response.
Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Not. Where does a walk classify as romantic? Like, what about yes, a walk could be romantic, but
no.
Let us speak.
Not the walk. The walk isn't romantic. The walk isn't romantic. There's a romantic element involved in the interaction. The walk, it doesn't matter what you're doing for it to be a date. It's
there's a romantic connection between you guys, like an interest.
There's a romantic element. You can call it connection, sure, but there's some there's a romantic element involved, whether it be a feeling you feel, something a verbal cue, physical cue, whatever. But there's a romantic element involved. You know when you're not romantically into something with somebody. You know that right off the bat. So I'm not saying a walk is romantic. It doesn't matter what you're doing, but there's a romantic element involved during the walk. Does that make sense? Yes? No?
I don't know.
Speak up. That's fine.
Give your opinion.
Go for it.
I don't know. Like, if you go on a first date with someone and it's a date, it's been classified as a date, and nothing romantic comes of it, or there's no romantic connection, that does not mean it's not a date.
I agree.
What if it goes horribly? Like, you know what I mean? Like if they never speak again, or like they're like, it's not going to work. That does not mean that it's not a date because nothing romantic, or there was no romantic,
So I guess
but the intention going into it was
that's romantic. That's what I was going to say. So I will correct myself and say there's a romantic intent involved, because maybe the element might not exist.
On whose end?
On both of you, there's some intent, no?
Okay, see, like this,
dude,
this is so annoying. Like,
okay, let's say I have guy friends, right? If they're like, Aaliyah, come outside, like we're gonna do this, then I'm like, okay, cool. It's like, I feel like women have power, so it's like in my head, if a guy's like, hey, like I want to take you out, right? Compared to like let's go outside, like there's a difference, right? So it's like I feel like it's the woman has to is in charge basically in the situation to determine what's going on, or if there's if she thinks she's into it, whatever, then it's like it could be, I don't know. Okay, what are you asking? You're asking if the male is
hold on.
Go ahead.
Literally Annie.
Hold on, go ahead.
Annie had wrote in the chat. She said, have you ever gone out with someone not realizing it was a date, asking for a friend? And it's like, I feel like that literally comes from the person who's asking you not clarifying what it is. Mm-hmm. It's like when you're on the date, you all of a sudden realize this guy's a date, but I didn't think that. But you would only think that if he didn't make it clear to you.
That's happened to me before in reverse.
Oh, like someone took you on a date?
No, someone said, let's go chill. And they thought it was a date, and I had no idea.
That goes to my point.
Right?
Maybe if you heard her say something like "let's go on a date," you'd think differently.
I probably wouldn't go.
There you go. Like when people are clear with how they feel from the jump, they'll let you know, right? Like maybe some people are more likely to hang out with you than go on a date with you. Actually, not maybe, for sure. Like there are people who are more likely to do that. I think
because there's no pressure for intent.
Yeah, or
direction.
I literally just think this goes back to fucking clarifying exactly what it is for this reason that's happening right now. Like there's so many different opinions about it. I agree with Lauren. Dating is inherently casual, and it can be. You're allowed to date more than one person at a time. Dating is not the same thing as being in a relationship with someone. That sometimes gets confused. But the reality is you just have to make it fucking clear because of this exact reason. If you don't make it clear, you're going to have issues.
So absolutely. I definitely agree with you. I'm going to ask I'll read some questions.
Lauren just asked me a question.
What? A private question?
It's for the fucking.
Oh, man's getting private questions now.
She asked. Well,
that's crazy.
Asking for questions, right?
I'm reading one right now, but you got a private question in your phone.
Type the question in the chat.
Wow.
Type the question in the chat.
I'm gonna read the question that's in the chat because I'm not in that phone of yours over there, so I don't know what's going on over there. I will read. How many people have you dated at once? From Rose. How many people have you dated at once? And by dated, just like going on a date with this person, going on a date with this person, going on a date with this person.
Rose, is that what you meant? Clarify in the chat, please.
Yes.
How many people have you dated at once?
I believe that's what she means.
We'll answer Lauren's after.
I guess dating to decide who you want to
date. Dated at once. Just like you might go a date on Tuesday with this person, on Friday with this person, Saturday with this person. Like how many people have you gone on dates with dating at once?
Like four or five.
Four or five different dates.
Yeah.
For me, I don't date. I don't go on dates a lot. So
what do you do? What the fuck do you do?
I've had sexual encounters with people. But I'm being honest.
Right. Okay.
They're asking about dates. I'm not actually going on. I haven't actually gone on multiple dates.
You cheese me,
bro. I'm answering the question. I haven't actually gone on multiple dates with many people. One, if I like somebody, I'm spending money on them because usually I'm the one that's spending money. Usually I'm the one that's paying for the bill because I don't mind doing that.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that for multiple people. If I like you and I want to pay for the bill for you, there's not a bunch of girls I want to pay for the bill for.
Fair.
So for me, I'm like, if I like you, it might be one or two girls max where I'm like, okay, I will take you out and I will pay for this. I'm not paying for 5 girls. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like there might be 1 or 2 girls where I'm like, okay, this girl I can pay for.
Ryan, you said if you're hanging out with a girl, you don't like her, but you don't go on dates.
Who said I'm hanging out with these girls?
No. Wait, listen to what she said. Go ahead. She said, Ryan, you said if you're hanging out with a girl, you don't like her, but you also don't go on dates.
I don't understand the question or the statement. Sorry. What do you understand from this? I don't understand what this says. What do you understand from this?
Lauren, I need you to clarify.
No, what do you understand from this? I'm not hanging out with girls, correct?
So,
but I don't
Ryan,
when you don't. Let me read what she said again. Sorry. My brain's moving slow. Ryan, you said if you're hanging out with a girl,
yes.
So if you're hanging out with her, there's no romantic feelings there whatsoever.
Correct.
But you also don't go on dates. So I made you saying like what the fuck it is that you do. And you
fucking
that's what you just clarified. You literally just said I have sexual encounters. I'm like, okay.
We're not chilling. We're not hanging out. You're not my
Lauren,
buddy.
I don't know why you asked that fucking question. You're
not my buddy.
Lauren said, what is it you're doing with girls then? If you're not, he said what he was doing.
You're not my buddy. We're not friends. You're not just like, what are you talking about?
I'm sorry.
What are you talking about here?
He totally told you what he was, he totally told you what he was doing.
What are you talking about?
Okay. So Lauren's question was, she asked, I'm going to open this up to the ladies in the chat.
Sure.
It said, ladies, is height a deal breaker for you guys?
I mean, we're gonna hear a bunch of yeses. That's just.
I would say no.
Who's saying no? Who's saying no?
No, I don't guess.
Hold on. Who's saying no? How about that? I don't give a fuck about the yeses. Who's saying no?
No,
height is a plus, but
it's a plus. Definitely a plus.
It's not a no.
Okay, so let's.
Short guys need love too.
Hold on. Because I like to get to the fucking truth, right? You guys can say no. Whoever's saying no, what's your shortest limit? Don't fucking lie. What is the shortest?
Take it down.
What is the shortest?
Don't get aggressive with that.
I'm not aggressive.
I guess maybe my height.
What's your height?
My own height, yeah.
5'5".
Yeah, it has to be your own height.
So you do have a limit. So if he is 5'2", who's saying yes? Please raise your hands.
if you're nice, if you're
5'2", I don't want to hear about that.
Yes, Ryan, yes. If the personality is right, then fucking yes. But
5'2".
Yes, but if you start acting like you're 5'7", 6 foot, shut the fuck up. I have skills that are bigger than some niggas' dicks. Okay,
ladies, I want to chime in. Ryan, hold on.
Bigger than some guy's dick. Okay, I don't want to hear it.
Yo,
I want to chime in.
Girls are so full of shit.
Ryan, hold on.
How does a man act like he's 5'7"?
Okay,
No, hold on. I'll tell you something.
Go ahead.
I'll tell you something. No, Allison, hold on.
Go ahead.
Once again,
yes,
I found out some info after talking. Wow, Lauren, you're fucked. I found out after talking to like some of my best friends.
Right.
You'd be shocked at the amount of men who lie on apps about their height.
Oh, 100%. I'm not shocked. I know they lie.
No, but it's crazy.
I know they lie.
It's crazy
because they know that girls don't like it, so they lie.
But what the girl said makes sense to me though. Like if it can't be their height. They cannot be their height or lower.
But then it is a turnoff. Like, why are they lying?
They didn't lie. They told you.
You said this man's height a turnoff. So if they're saying as long as he's my height, then if he's lower than that, that's a turnoff. What the fuck are you telling me right now?
Ladies, he got you there.
You said deal breaker. There could be really cute short guys, but because of my height.
Shut up.
Problem is, like none of you were looking at the short guys.
There's no really cute short guys. Stop it.
Yes, there is. There's tons of them.
No, short man syndrome is a thing. This is coming from someone who I say I'm 5'7". I don't know if that's true, but it's like 5'2" sounds so ridiculous in my head right now. Like,
she said it sounds ridiculous. Is any woman?
I'm sorry. Like, okay, my dad is like 6'2", right? So it's like, if you're not my dad's height, it's not happening.
I'm not talking about your dad.
No, but
why are you equating your dad's height to any man you're interested in? Pardon me?
We're not talking about your dad.
I know, but is anyone
to kill this topic? Is any woman dating a man 5'2"? Yes or no? Just say yes
never.
or
no. Hell no.
Ryan, would you date a girl that's 6'5"?
No, absolutely not. No way. There's no way.
What's your height limit, Ryan?
6'2".
And
so if she was like 6'2", if she was 6'3", would you date her still?
Yes, that's my height exactly. It'd be tough, but I'll do it.
And what's the shortest?
5'6", 5'7". 5'6" is the shortest. 5'6".
This guy's so specific.
Ryan, do you have a height? I mean, do you have a height?
Like for shortness or tallness?
Both, but you can start with shortness.
I mean, you can be. I don't know.
He's lying.
No, I just don't know. Like, I've never been with a girl so short that I'm like, you're too short. Like, I've never had that.
5 foot.
What about like finding a girl who's like really short and attractive? Because it doesn't have to be someone that you date, right? It could be someone.
Yeah, I found. But define short 5 foot.
4'11".
Yeah, 4'11". Let's go with 4'11".
There's actually a lot of girls 4'11". I've been seeing a lot of girls who are 4'11". 4'11" is like a normal height now.
I really feel like I have to see what's short 11. What's 4'11" in relation to me?
4'11". Let me give me my camera. 4'11" is literally at like you're under your shoulder. Literally.
Oh, that's shorter than that.
No. 4'11" is at your shoulder. You're 5'10", right?
Yeah.
4'11" at your shoulder. That's a foot. A good foot. 4'11".
At my shoulder?
Yes, sir.
That doesn't seem like that's short to me.
I'm 4'11". That's
at your shoulder. I mean, well, you're also 5'10". Like I'm 6'3", so I have like
you're giant.
So I have 4 inches on you. Yeah. 5 inches on you. Almost 4 inches on you.
Yeah.
Is your shoulder fine for you?
Yeah, that doesn't seem like that.
See, he's small, so it's different. It's
different.
Yeah,
I'm tiny, it's guys, but it's the same.
Zamor's 5'10". He has no preference. He's not allowed.
I will say this though. If you guys catch me out here with a tall girl, just keep it moving. That's what you gotta do. Like, you see me with a tall Amazonian woman, just give me one of these and keep it moving. That's big dick energy. Let's be honest.
All right, let me read your questions. Hold on, guys. Let me catch up. Blah blah blah. Not chilling. Where am I right now? I'm sorry, guys. I'm going backwards. Okay. I am drinking, so let me just get back to myself. You guys are. Am I going up or down somewhere?
I'm just drunk. That's what's happening.
Okay, no, I got it. What are deal breakers? Was the question.
What's my deal breaker?
What are deal breakers?
Okay, easily smoking. I don't like. I literally cannot fuck with you if you smoke cigarettes at all. Yeah, I'll do it.
Sorry. The magic touch.
I can't. Right. Yeah, if you smoke cigarettes, can't do it.
Okay.
And cleanliness. If I go to your place and if we're just talking about like stupid vanity things,
messy girls,
messy. So
I feel that
if you're messy, I fucking cannot do it.
I feel that
it's that and it's smoking. Those are the two that come to mind right away because, it is what it is. Lauren just says Z is looking for an Amazonian sugar mom. It's true.
I can see you with a 6'2" girl.
Listen, I've been saying for years, people. I want a sugar mom. I've been saying for years.
Would you date a girl 6'2" somewhere?
Absolutely. Why not?
You would let her be 6'2" and you're 5'10"?
I would let her be. She's been 6'2".
No, but I mean, let her in your life like that.
Why not?
I mean, I read it.
Let her? Why not?
I mean, you have to allow her into your life. So
but sure. I it's what it is. Look, I'll say this again. When you guys see me in fucking Greece with my sugar mama Gertrude,
I respect it. Listen,
fucking moving.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not
moving. All I want you to do is like the photo on IG and keep scrolling.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
You know what it means when I'm there.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not talking to girls 4 inches taller than me. No way. No way in hell. That's 6'7". No way. No. It's not.
Okay, so people are calling me out for the whole swear thing. That was the other thing.
What? Swearing?
Yeah, like someone says
We're saying you're swearing too much?
Yeah, no, someone said
someone imagine if she's bad. Josh, I don't give a fuck how bad she is at 6'7".
Where's your camera? Your battery might have died, eh?
My camera off?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
We'll bring Ryan back shortly.
But you can hear me though. 6'7"? Fuck that. I don't care how bad she is. Hold on 1 second. Let me get my camera back.
We'll let Ryan get his camera back on. I think he's lying, first off.
Oh my God.
Because for whatever reason, you want to have NBA kids. So there you go. Am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong about this? Clearly not. You'd love to have a child with a very tall lady who plays basketball. There you go. It is what it is. Someone called me out on the whole swearing thing because we posted a chat. No, we posted a video where I had.
Oh, but you like girls who cuss.
Where I said, okay, first off, let me unmute myself for this. Is it weird that like I find it odd if someone doesn't swear at all? Is that weird? Can people let me know?
I trust them less if they don't swear.
I trust them less.
There's an extreme to it. Like, are they swearing like all the time in every sentence, or just like when they're mad, or like
just at all? If someone never swears, is that a turnoff to you? Anyone?
Yeah.
A turnoff, no. Questionable, yes.
Here's the thing, like you don't think it's a turn off.
I wouldn't say
it's not a turn off, but what it does, if I'm around you and because I swear all the fucking time,
right?
It's part of my language. I learned it from my mother of all people. She swore all the time. I learned it from her. But it's like if I'm around you and I'm swearing and I realize that you fucking don't swear.
You fucking don't swear.
You fucking don't swear.
Yeah.
I'm a potty mouth. It's a problem. But if she doesn't swear,
okay,
what it does is make me go, oh, I gotta dial this shit back.
It makes you go, I'm shit.
Yeah, it makes me like, yo, what's wrong with me? Am I okay?
Yeah.
So I have to dial it back. And I'm like, oh, I'm not myself.
So I feel that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it comes down to like you being like honestly like yourself. And if you don't fucking swear, like it just makes me feel uncomfortable, and then you kind of like shrinking yourself in a space where you kind of like don't belong. And that's just like my 2 cents on it. That's how I feel.
All right, we at 10:50 p.m. This has been a dope episode. Dope Zoom. I'm not wrapping up. I'm saying any questions from you guys. We have 35 people in the chat right now. Thank you guys all for pulling up for your $5. That was dope. Any questions you guys have for either Zamor or I regarding anything on the planet Earth, whether it's about us personally, or it's about our podcast, or it's about things you've been arguing with your friends about, whatever it might be. This is the question section. You either put it, if you want to verbally say it, you can put it in the chat box, or you can verbally unmute yourself and ask it. Now is the time. We're going to be doing this again next Saturday night at 9 p.m. There are a lot of people who couldn't make Friday night, so we'll probably have the same amount of people next Saturday at 9 p.m. If you want to come back, feel free. I'll be putting up the new link on Monday. But regardless, any questions you guys have for us as we slowly get to the end quarter of this episode, feel free to ask it now. I am 6 drinks in, so I may say some stuff. Thoughts on ghosting? Horrible form, acceptable, have you or do you do it? Also, another question is, do the finances / occupation of your partner matter? Why or why not?
Okay, let's answer that one first.
Okay. Josh asked, do the finances / occupation of your partner matter? Why or why not? Yes, they absolutely matter. At this stage of my life, I feel like I put myself in the position where I can do a lot of things for myself, and having a partner that also has the ability to do what they want for themselves is definitely important. And the goal at this point when you're meeting a partner is to combine both of your successes in lives together. So I don't think the occupation matters. I'll say that much to answer that question. The occupation, what they do, doesn't necessarily matter, but definitely being in a financially free position or financially comfortable position is definitely important when pursuing a partner at this point in my life. Go for it.
We already kind of talked about it. Do the finances, occupation of your partner matter? I would say the finances do. Occupation doesn't as much. Doesn't matter. What I care more about is like, are you good with your money? Mm. Are you financially stable? That's what I think I would care more about, because you can make 6 figures a year and be trash at actually managing your money.
Yes.
A part of me really feels like I would much rather be with someone who makes a lot less than 6 figures a year. Mm-hmm. That is really good at managing money, mm-hmm. than with someone who makes much more money.
They're bad money.
Terrible with it. Because if you're terrible with your money, at some point, like, my money is going to be your money is going to be my money. And
you're going to affect us.
You might affect us. That's right. Kind of how I feel.
I feel that.
Josh, I don't know if you feel differently, but that's he said there it is. Financial literacy is key. The math needs to make sense.
I think man's actually drunk over there.
Not yet. Like, when I'm really drunk, I'll start talking about British accent.
We didn't pop the ace yet. It's coming just now. Second question. Thoughts on ghosting? Horrible form, acceptable, have you or do you do it? Ghosting, I used to do a lot. Now, I still do it. If I'm not,
is anyone even really surprised?
Listen, I said earlier,
I literally just saw Aaliyah's eyes roll to the back of her fucking skull. She could have been any more unimpressed with what you just said.
I said earlier that I have a graveyard full of text messages. If someone's not interesting to me, I won't continue the conversation. I don't know if you call it ghosting. I think there's levels to ghosting for sure. Whether you're like talking to someone every day, seeing them and then just disappearing. Like, I haven't done that in a while, but I have done it. But in terms of just like leaving conversation, I've definitely done that pretty often if they're not interesting, like, for sure. How about you?
The in-person thing, no, but clearly I got called out earlier.
Oh yeah,
people are Reddit.
More leads on Reddit.
2 people in this fucking
you've been leaving
live right now. Just literally sent me screenshots being like, "You left me on red."
They got the receipts. They got the receipts.
What's the next question? Oh, this one's specifically for you, so I'll ask.
For me,
Ryan, aka MR.KOA, have you ever had a long distance relationship? What are your opinions on those?
I definitely have, Ebony, had a long distance relationship. I would not do it again. My opinion on those, as long as you have a deadline of some sort that's realistic, it's at least manageable. But I think at this point in my life, like trying to build while apart from somebody is very difficult, especially as it is already in the environment we're in right now. I wouldn't do it personally, especially now, like, want to have kids soon and want to, pursue your career and life and family. It's like all that time you have to build with the distance and then have them. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I really don't personally. So
next question from Nicole. You and your partner have been together for a couple of years. When they forget your birthday, you wait all day for them to acknowledge it, but by the next morning, they still haven't said a word. Would you end the relationship?
If my partner had been together for a couple years, 2 years, we've been dating together for 2 years. So that means 2 birthdays have made it around at least.
Yeah.
Or this might be the second one coming around.
No, you're in the third year now.
In the third one.
You're in the third year.
Third birthday coming around.
Dated for 2, third year's coming up.
And they haven't said anything all day. I would think they're fucking with me. So I wouldn't break up because my first perspective would be like they're just fucking around and just being stupid.
Yeah.
So my answer is no. I wouldn't break up with them. If I found that they actually forgot, I mean, I don't think that's breakup worthy. Actually, I don't really care about my birthday that much personally.
Yeah, my feelings would be hurt for sure.
They'd be hurt?
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah, because I learned this shit from my mom, bro. Like my mom, you guys know I'm open. Like my mom fucking grew up Jamaican. We all grew up Jamaican.
Yeah.
My dad didn't give a fuck about birthdays at all because he came from a big family. My mom didn't come from as big of a. When I say big family, I mean he was one of 10 siblings, right? My mom didn't come from that. She's family of 3, and my grandfather on her side was birthdays were always a big deal, right? So my mom kind of carried that on. So yeah, that's how I feel. I would be sad. I don't think I'd break up with you. You'd be hurt. I'd be hurt, of course. I would just voice how I feel.
Poor thing. I would be hurt.
That's what I am.
Nah, I wouldn't be hurt.
Softer man's over here.
I probably think she's fucking with me. I'd be like, all right, it's all good.
Okay, next question from Latrell. He says, this is episode 100. What has been the biggest change since the beginning of the pod to now? Good, bad, and or unexpected? What's been the biggest change? Well, okay. Literally the thing that hasn't changed at all so far is the fact that Ryan and I it changed for a period of fucking 4 months where we had a TV show and then COVID hit.
Give me a second. I need to pop this.
If this shit gets all over my place, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's not, man.
Take your time. No, I'm gonna keep talking.
Hold on. Let me just.
So
hold on a second.
Yeah. The thing that hasn't changed is from day one, Ryan and I have been. Yeah, you've never seen. Fam, it's COVID. Look at this fucking dummy, bro. What's wrong with you? Are you okay? You're not okay.
Cheers.
Don't hand me that. Put it down.
Cheers to 100 episodes, brother.
Cheers. Yeah, the only thing that hasn't changed, me and this guy have been producing this podcast ourselves the entire time. I wrote a whole caption about it when I just posted on Instagram. If you know us, we've been doing this since 2017. We've been recording, editing, fucking producing, posting the shit ourselves. We've been doing our live shows ourselves. So that's been dope to see that work ethic hasn't changed. Obvious answer, literally relationships have changed. If any of you have been listening to the podcast for that long, I don't know if anyone here has, but if you listen to the last 3 years, 2 years, this man's been in I don't know how many relationships.
3.
You've been in 3 different relationships?
3.
I've been in 2.
3.
I've
done 3.
You know,
in 4 years, 3.
Can Ryan and I hold down a relationship? Fuck. I don't know. I don't know, man. You guys have seen it. That's been the biggest. That's a big change. Yeah. Another change. I fucking moved out on my own. Got my own place.
We got Solo Z happening right now.
Solo Z.
Man, it's a slut house.
Relax yourself.
Slut house.
It really be your own people. Wow. That's disgusting.
Me. Man's on his own, living life, slanging. No?
Relax. Don't look at me like that. You see how straight my face is?
I feel you.
Cool as a cucumber. Lauren knows all about that. You can't scare me. You can't shake me. That's what it is. You cannot ruin me. What else has been a big change? Work-wise, we've been doing our shit, kind of coming into our own. When Ryan and I first started the podcast, it was around the same time that we both went freelance. We both used to work a corporate life, 9 to 5. Young Ryan in a suit, young Zeke in a suit, going to work every day, taking the little GO train from Port Credit.
Man, I don't miss.
Hated that.
I don't miss that life at all.
I did that for years, and then I said one day, like, this is the crazy thing about our path. Like, Ryan went freelance with his career maybe like 2 or 3 months before I did.
February.
He went freelance in February, and then I went freelance probably like 3 or 4 months later. And
2018
just kind of never looks back, and I have a hard time thinking about what it would be like to work another 9 to 5 again. I like the autonomy. But those are really the biggest changes I can perceive from me. I've changed as a person too, like definitely. I look back on the old podcast and I'm like, oh, I definitely still think the same, or I don't think the same at all. I looked a lot younger. Someone said to me today, like, it's crazy how much your face changes in your mid 20s. Like,
yeah, your face is different than what it's back then, and mine too.
Yeah,
mine too. And I grew a beard. I grew a beard.
I didn't grow a beard, people. I wish I could, but I didn't. I can't do it. Babyface Z over here. I can't fucking do it.
What I would say, what was the question? What has changed?
What has changed
since? What has been the biggest change since the beginning of your podcast to now? Good or bad or unexpected? Honestly, I've definitely matured through this podcast. I've probably become more outspoken than I used to be. I've always been a very forward person, but I think now, having the podcast and I noticed that a lot of just people I may speak to or anyone I'm pursuing, for example, they might use my podcast as like a metric to kind of understand how Ryan thinks. Because this is probably the honest I am in any scenario. When I'm with Zamora, we talk about, everything under the sun. And there are times I speak about things on the podcast where I'm saying stuff for the first time. And I'm like, oh shit, like this is what I think. I'm like, bro, it comes out of my mouth. I'm like,
bro, I think they know that because sometimes you say some wild shit. And they're like, I don't think this dude is thought about this.
Like, there's no PR for MR.KOA. He's just saying some shit. Clearly he has no PR. But yeah, no, there's definitely some things I've said on the podcast that just literally came out as I authentically felt it. But it's been refreshing. It's been just exciting to kind of see myself grow in 4 years. Like when we started, this was 2017. So I was 27 years old. Now I'm turning 31 this year. So like I've changed as a person. I've gone into my 30s, like stuff that, looking back, it sounds almost crazy, but now that I'm here, it's like, I feel like looking back at things I've said and things we've talked about and things we've discussed, people we've met, people we've dated and broken up with and so on and so forth. Like people who've been here from the beginning, like you literally see me go through breakups for both of us. You've seen us talk about like potentially breaking up with our girlfriend and then actually breaking up. You know what I mean? Like that is crazy to be like, to have us on a conversation where we're like both thinking about breaking up and then actually break up. You know what I mean? It's like you like people who've been here from the beginning have actually seen us really deal with our emotions and our thoughts and our processes more than the average person, So I think now being at 100, it's like, like right now we have 32 people in here right now, which is amazing. You guys kick it with us. You follow us. You care about what we say. You think we're interesting enough to, to even be in a room like this. And I think it's very humbling to just have a platform where we can just have conversations, us being us. Like I'm not being anybody else. I'm not putting on a persona. I'm not filtering what I say, or like, I don't care if you guys judge me. Like I really don't care. And I feel like I've been this way for the last 4 years. And I think, the people who know me, whether you meet me later or recent in life. Really,
oh my God. Sorry.
What?
I put too much alcohol in this. Strong tone.
Zamor's buzzing over there. But yeah, the people who met me either later in life or sooner in life, it's like, I've never really changed. I've never really switched up. And I think I'm very proud of that. And this podcast and being with Zamor has been special. I'm proud of Zamor and I'm proud of the stuff he's done and grown through the years. And you're a good friend, bro.
Love you too, brother.
Here's your champagne, brother.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers. So I gotta address something real quick. While we were fucking pouring our heart out,
what?
People in the chat were fucking roasting me.
Roasting you?
They're roasting me.
Let me check this.
The thing is, when you confide in people and you tell them like personal things about yourself
in the chat specifically,
they decide to share this information at some point.
This chat's rolling. I haven't even gone through these.
And what's crazy is like when I was younger, and mans used to try to make fun of me, they gave me a nickname.
Okay.
Which was Zamhor.
Zamhor.
Zamhor. Did I do anything to warrant such a name?
Zamhor. No. We're not going to roll over that. Let that breathe. Zamhor. Oh my God.
Look who posted that. Fucking Lauren. And then you got people really in the chat saying, yo, you work in marketing? Blah, 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 blah.
Go ahead, Zamhor. Let's roll. Roll with that. Go ahead.
I'm just seeing people going off in the chat about this. Like, these are supposed to be my friends. These are supposed to be people that care about me.
I'm letting you rock. Go ahead. What you have to say? What you have to say?
My main thing is fuck you, Lauren. That's what it is.
Yo, Lauren, here's a target for you tonight.
Lauren, I love you, but you didn't need to disclose this information and have people laughing at me. There was another question in there. Yeah, you love me, blah, 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 whatever. There was another question in here that I saw.
There's so much shit here that I missed. I'm sorry.
You guys were just talking shit in the chat. If you guys have any more questions, add them now because we're kind of loose. So now's the time.
Yeah,
you have everything.
I'm really trying to read these, and my eyes are just like going like this.
And he said, I personally feel that nothing good comes out of matching energy. You both should be bringing something to the table at Naomi. I think, let's just touch on that real quick.
What?
When people say things like, oh, I'm gonna match your energy. Like, if you act a certain way, I'm gonna just match your energy, blah, blah, blah. Like, okay. I feel like maybe I'm wrong. I just kind of feel like that's like a younger mentality.
It's spiteful.
Yeah, it's spiteful because it's like
spiteful. Be you, man. If you want to talk to someone, talk to somebody. If you want to message them. Like. And the thing is, if you don't feel like it's being reciprocated, then make your decision from there. But don't match what they're doing.
I know. I think what it comes down to though is just fucking. You have to like really be okay with yourself and whatever the outcome happens, right? Like,
for sure.
If you're okay with just literally saying, "Hey, like I fucking like," or however you say it, and they don't feel the same way, keep moving. You gotta be cool with that, right?
100%.
Naomi had a question. Both of you have a very strong work ethic and always have things on the go. Do you expect your partner to match your energy? What would make you consider your partner lazy?
Monique said accent. Yeah, Zamor's accent comes out every now and then. It just randomly shows. It just randomly shows itself.
I didn't even.
He'll be talking and be like, "Yeah, I'm just talking," and then do your accent, and like it'll just randomly just come out.
First off, I know I don't sound like that.
Does your partner just?
That's not even the type of British accent I have. This is the thing. No, sure. No, hold on.
Go ahead, brother.
Hold on.
Talk, brother.
No, hold on. So let me explain something. Like, actually,
I'm listening.
Have you guys ever wondered why it's so easy for British actors to play North American characters?
No, I never wondered that.
Snowfall?
I did. I know Damson's verse. I know.
British. Spider-Man. British.
I never wondered, but go ahead. Get your point off.
Because it's literally easier to
talk regular
North American English than it's British. But I don't catch myself when I do it. Like, if I'm talking to family, it comes out. But if I get drunk,
so this is family and drunk.
You might get the man dem. That's what you get. You get the roadman Z.
So the question,
that's what you get.
So the question was, sorry. Both of you have had a strong work ethic and always have had things on the go. Do you expect your partner to match your energy?
Why do you sound like a fucking cowboy? That's not how I sound, bro. Relax.
What do you do? What would you consider your partner lazy?
You fucking country bumpkin. What's wrong with you? Like,
would you consider your partner lazy? All right. Would I consider my partner lazy? You know what? One thing I've definitely learned internally is not to put my expectations on somebody else. I think that's probably something I've struggled with, where I've been like, okay,
you still working on that?
I'm still working on it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still working on it.
I'm glad to hear you're working on it.
I am.
Because you're not done yet. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll admit I am. But like, it's where like I would do certain things, or I would be at a certain capacity, or like if it was me, I would work this much harder. You know what I'm saying? This man's squinting. This man's finished. This guy's finished. He's squinting on cam.
Go
on. But I've definitely learned to allow people to be them. You know, allow people to do things in their time. It's tough because it's like in your mind, you're like, you could do more, or I feel like you could do way more than what you're doing, but you have to allow people to grow into themselves. You have to allow people to do their capacity, and you can't get mad about that.
Yeah.
You know? So I've definitely caught myself in ways where I'm like, I wish this person was doing more. I wish, you know, they were doing at this capacity, but I know I'm a workaholic. I know I do a whole bunch of fuck shit. Like I know I do a lot of stuff, you know? So I can't expect someone to be, I can't expect my potential partner to be doing as much as me. I don't necessarily need that, but I do need them to do what their capacity is, whatever that may be.
Yeah.
You know, so I think that's something I've definitely grown into learning, and I'm still working on, but like finding your partner's capacity, and as long as they're doing what their capacity is, you should be okay with that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That was a good question, Naomi.
Was it? What? Oh, like, so what? She was just asking, like, do you expect your partner to match?
Yeah, like she's saying, do you expect your girlfriend, your future girlfriend to be doing exactly the same amount of stuff as Z?
No.
You know what I mean? Like,
no, and like the reason
you need that.
I definitely don't need that.
Right.
The reason on top of that is because if I'm being honest with myself, sometimes I know it's unhealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I'm getting to a stage in my life, and I think this applies to a lot of people, almost everyone in this chat. People basically, you got to be stingy with your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Like really fucking stingy with your energy, because the older you get, you realize you have less time than you had more time previously. Right?
Definitely.
And you know, in the grand scheme of things, we're really not fucking old. We're really not. Right? In the grand scheme of things,
I'm old.
No, you're not. In the grand scheme of things, we're not. But the thing is, time moves so quickly. That should be relevant to everyone right now because of COVID. Year flew by.
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily think I would want to be with someone who's exactly the same as me, for the same reason I said. I know it's unhealthy, and I will probably get, I lean more to like the empath side, where I would say, hey, like, you gotta chill. But then they look at me and be like, what are you doing for that?
Right.
And I'd be like, well, I do these other things to like kind of help myself. I don't know. So I wouldn't need that. All I care about, like you said, is, you know, do you fucking do the best that you can do? If there's ways I can help you and you can help me, that'll work out. But I don't need to match your energy. You know, Lauren actually asked me a while ago, like what's your type? Like, what's your type for a woman? And I used to think it was like, for the longest time I said I didn't have a type because every girl I dated was very different. No girl was the same.
But do you now?
I define my type as almost, what's the word I'm looking for? I said this word so many times that I'm fucking blank.
Asian?
No. Yo,
Discipline. Okay.
Yeah. Not to be clear, the things I tell, like not in that sense.
Okay.
Like how they operate.
Okay.
Right? Like it's because I have.
So it's basically a cop-out answer.
No, it's not.
Your type is disciplined.
Yeah. So this is what I'll explain.
Man, shut up. What?
Explain.
Go ahead. No, explain.
Like, this is what I'll explain. When she initially asked me, I was like, "Oh, I'm into fitness chicks."
Mm-hmm.
So I said, and then I actually really thought about it, and I was like, "I don't actually think I am. I'm not." I liked fitness chicks. Yes, they look good, but I was like, because I appreciate how like the discipline that goes into what it is that they do in order to look the way that they do. But then I was like, "Yo, I'm actually into anyone who's disciplined in their field." Like that actually turns me on. Obviously, I genuinely don't have a look. That should be clear based on who I've dated. Everyone is different.
Okay.
Like I'm genuinely attracted to people who are like on their shit. Like they do whatever they need to do. They're focused when they need to be. Like that's who I'm really into. And I think in the dating space right now, especially since I've joined it while being single, it's like you meet a lot of people who are just kind of going through the motions. You've met people that have gone through the motions.
100%.
How do you feel when you meet these people?
That's not the person for me.
There you go. So when I say it's discipline,
I get you.
I'm not cop out. That's what it is.
There's a question from Aaliyah. Aaliyah said, do you feel like the more you get to know someone, the least interesting they get? This is my issue, she says. The more you get to know somebody, the least interesting they get. I can't.
That's weird for me. Because like
I can't say yes. I feel like the more I get to know somebody, the more interested I get. I want to learn more about them.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's ever been a time where the more I get to know them, the least interesting they get. So I have to deny that one.
I'd like to think if they're getting,
the more you get to know them,
I like to think if they're getting less interested, that's a very clear sign that you don't like them.
Yeah.
Right?
Just cut. Just ghost them.
No, don't ghost them. Don't do that. Don't do that. No, like I definitely don't.
I have to say no for that, Aaliyah.
Like, what's the is there a difference between interest and getting bored?
It's the same thing. Like the least interested you get is the more bored you get with them. But I'd say no if I'm continually looking into getting to know you, the more interested I am in you.
And he gets it. Discipline equals freedom. And Lauren agrees.
A question from William. Thoughts on the Devil's Threesome Sweetie special?
Pardon?
Are you picking the man? What she's talking about is Sweetie said something about if your woman agrees to a threesome and she says, no problem, we could do a threesome, babe. Let's just bring another nigga.
Yeah.
Are you cool with that?
I've done that.
You've done that?
Yeah.
College. Shit.
Yeah, I've done that in college.
Oh shit. I never knew about this. Yeah. This is my first time hearing about this.
Yeah.
So wait, you fucked a girl with another guy. Yeah. Your girl.
No, it wasn't my girl. It was
a girl that you like.
Oh, that was her context. Like another. No, I've never done that.
No.
Yeah.
Your girl.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend, your woman, your lady, your love.
Oh wait, hold on. Sorry, we should put ourselves on. Sorry, guys. By the way, we have the TV on mute, so we couldn't hear if people were talking.
People are talking right now?
I didn't know if the people were or not. I'll unmute.
Okay.
Go on.
No, your girlfriend, your woman, your love, your partner says, babe, I'm down for a threesome. And she goes, let's bring another guy though. Are you cool with that?
I mean, right now, probably not, but it depends on who I'm with, where I'm at.
What the fuck does that mean?
It literally means who I'm with. Like right now, the answer is no, but that could easily change. What?
You're so full of shit.
How am I full of shit? I've already slept with a girl with another dude. Like
not a girl, your woman, not a girl, your fucking love, your woman, your partner, your favorite buddy, best friend, whatever, says, yo, are you down for a threesome? You go, yeah, of course. And she goes, another guy? Are you okay with that?
Have we had threesomes with other women?
Not yet. This is the first one. Her first intro to threesome, and she's like, if we're gonna do this, another guy. What you saying?
I would definitely be like hesitant towards it.
And then?
I don't know. Like Ryan, I don't know.
Would you be down for it, Zamora, is the question. How do you not know if you're down for it? Are you down for another man digging out your girl?
Put your mic down
right now.
Put your mic down so there's no echo. I genuinely feel like you can understand that there's like nuance and like things can change. Like I don't know who it is that I would end up with for that. I say no now. Like I've done things in sex where I'm like, oh, I didn't think about doing that before. That's an honest answer.
Are you letting a man dig out your girl?
Okay, but you're speaking from a place of like.
Are you letting a man?
That's what you're saying.
Are you letting a man dig your girl?
Ryan, look at me.
With you, are you dapping?
Ryan,
are you?
Do you hear what you're saying?
Are you dapping?
Be honest. Are you speaking from a place of ego?
What ego?
Because it's not the same. It's not the same if you want to sleep with two women, right?
I'm asking you.
No, answer the question.
How are you deflecting? This guy is king deflect.
But do you guys see this? If you're with your girl, right? It's okay if you sleep with two women, right? It's okay if you sleep with her and another woman.
What do you mean it's okay?
I'm asking you.
If she's comfortable with it, yes. If she is comfortable with it.
I'm asking you.
How did you get out of this question? How did you not answer this question?
Because I answered the question how I naturally feel. It depends on the girl I'm with and how I feel about it.
So it depends on the girl you're with.
And how I feel about her.
How you feel to let another man come through and dig out your girl with you.
But do you see the language you're using? Every time you use that language, you're speaking from a place of ego. Because
so
let's ask the people in the chat. No, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. No, stop. I want to hear. No, I'm muting. I'm muting. I want to hear if I'm being fucked in my statement.
What if it was?
If I'm being nuanced or not? Like, be honest.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Yo, what if it was Snow Allegra? If Snow Allegra was your girl, if you bought.
But that comes down to ego now.
It's all about ego, and no man wants to watch his girl get dug up by a next man.
Talk to him, Joshua. Talk to him, Joshua.
Like,
please talk to him.
You have to be a certain kind of dude. And I mean, not to put myself on blast, but I've been in a situation like
Joshua, ask him.
I've been in that situation. I've had a next man like let me deal with this girl like that, so I know what it is. You need to stop talking. Kind of man.
Define what you mean by certain type of dude. Be very clear with your explanation of that. Define that.
It's hard because I don't want to use the whole alpha beta type of stuff, but like
ego.
You have to be a certain kind of dude. You have to be a certain kind of dude. Now, I'll be honest. I'm not secure enough within myself to watch that happen, even though I've been in a situation before.
No problem, Joshua. Direct question to Zamora. Are you capable of being in the physical room, allowing your woman to be dug out while you're there? Are you capable?
What if I'm the alpha in the room, according to this guy's language?
I'm asking, fuck about Joshua's language. I'm talking about you. Are you comfortable?
I fully answered the question. And it's not okay for you. That's the problem here. That's the problem here. It's not okay for you.
Hold on.
Therefore, you're trying to impose how your views are on this about me. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know in the chat. Let me know.
Ryan, can I reiterate your question?
Go ahead, Naomi. Go ahead.
Zamor, if you and the person that you're with have a confident, secure, and trustworthy relationship where you do not feel threatened by another man coming in your bedroom.
Yes. Answer is yes.
Would you then allow...
I just answered to you, yes. Because how is that any different if I fuck another woman in front of her? And she's okay with the same scenario.
It's the same thing for sure.
So there we go. I said it literally depends on who I'm with and how I feel about her. Why is that so fucked up?
This man's performing right now.
Am I?
He's performing.
Listen, I'll agree. I'll
okay, so hold on. Men think I'm performing now.
Go ahead.
Tell me if I'm performing.
Go ahead, Will.
I'll agree. Because I actually wrestled with, I understand where Z is coming from. Like, it seems hypocritical to say that, like, if she wanted to bring another girl, absolutely. Like, I'm ecstatic. I'm thrilled, right? And that's the honest truth. Almost every man, maybe there's weird anomalies, but almost every man, if their girl is proposing to bring another girl, you're not just okay with it. You're ecstatic. You're elated, right? So to then turn around to what Z's saying, to then turn around and say, if she wants a man to come in and all of a sudden you're like, it seems hypocritical, right? So
it doesn't seem hypocritical.
Very hypocritical.
It is. That's exactly what it is. And like, you can make the argument that, like, okay, it depends on if she's okay with it, if you do it with other girls and her, but you're not okay with it. How often does that happen?
All I know is that I wrestled with that question, and my answer is that I'm not picking the man. But the next time, I'm picking whatever woman I want. And I might be petty that day, and I might choose your friend.
See, like, my problem with this argument is, like, I literally gave an honest answer.
No, I hear you.
No, you heard me, but then you tried to impose how you feel about the situation.
No, I'm not. No.
You're trying to like understand.
In no way am I imposing myself on you. I'm trying.
Hey, Chad.
I'm trying to get.
Stop, Chad. Was he trying to impose how he feels?
How did you tell me what I'm trying to impose?
Answer yes or no.
What?
Yes.
How are we trying to impose?
Hold on. Was he trying to impose how he felt on me? Answer yes or no.
Who you asking? Who you asking?
Don't chat.
Are they in my brain? Like, what does this mean? This means nothing.
Question is,
this means nothing.
Question is, are you in my brain? No, I gave you an answer and you fucking try to double down on this, buddy. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Who's speaking?
Well, what Ryan wanted to get out of you is that no man is comfortable. Like, you're never going to be comfortable.
He's performing like he doesn't care.
Not 100%.
He's defaulting to saying, I'm performing. I told you exactly how I feel, but apparently this is performing. Mans can't be honest nowadays.
Man's clearly shit. Mans are full of shit on here. All right. Next question. No worries.
Like I might be the only real one here.
Oh, shut up.
Like I might be the only real one
This guy's full of ass.
Okay.
All right. Let me go. Let me keep going.
Let us know in the chat who's full of shit and who's real.
Allison said getting railed. This man's full of shit. Okay. Screenshot from JT. What is this screenshot? Let me download this. What did you send me, JT?
Send a photo of Snow Allegra on cheese.
What did JT just send me? Let me just save this real quick. What did JT send? I think JT sent a screenshot of me.
Okay, go back to the thing.
Okay, let me get back out of here. This guy sent a screenshot of my face.
Josh, stop it. There was no facial expression.
All right. Josh, you're killing me. Okay, we're about to wrap this up real soon. It's 11:26. I appreciate all 30 of you guys that are still in here. Let's answer a couple more questions, then we'll wrap up and let you guys go about your Friday night. We are back here next Saturday night at 9 p.m. If you guys want to come back, we'll have new questions, new people, maybe the same people. But it's a vibe. It's a vibe. I've been drinking. I'm chilling. I appreciate you guys. It's been cool. But next Saturday night at 9 p.m., if you guys want to pull back up. But let's answer a couple more questions.
Oh, hold on. There was another question.
What?
There was a question in the chat. Okay. Oh, we got a couple more. So another one. When is sex finished?
What?
When is sex finished?
When is it finished?
When she orgasms or when you come? When is sex finished?
When you're both fucking done.
What does that mean?
When you're both laying there like, let's go to sleep.
Explain what that means.
When you both have fucking cummed and you're laying ready to sleep.
So when the girl has...
When you both cummed. What's the question? When you have both cummed and you're laying there ready to sleep. That's when it's done. What do you mean? I mean, that's my perspective.
I just want to... yeah, okay.
What's your perspective?
That was a question.
What's your perspective? When is sex done, Zamore Johnson?
Well, that's the thing. You and I've definitely... Sorry, I got to avoid these my phone. We've definitely talked about this on previous podcasts. Dude, I had a wild conversation the other day with two of my friends where they basically said that like they've... I don't want to say it, but basically a lot of women out there actually haven't had like an orgasm, like a proper orgasm.
I believe that. Yeah.
Really? What's your point? You believe that?
A lot of women fake it. What are you talking about?
Okay.
What?
No, I know that a lot of women fake it.
That means they haven't had it.
Like
what? What are you saying?
I just think that's wild. So my point is that
you think it's wild that women haven't come? That happens every day. What are you talking about?
I don't give a fuck about other men's experiences. Like,
you mean with you?
I'm only drawing from and I will be man enough to admit.
Okay.
There has to have been a time where a girl has faked it with me. Has to be.
Sure. Okay. Sure.
There just has to be.
Sure.
And I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Right? But I think, like, to answer the question, like, I don't know about like when sex is done, but if the girl doesn't orgasm,
okay,
then it's a problem.
Then, for who? For you?
It's definitely a problem. It should be a problem for you, but it's definitely a problem for her.
Okay.
Is it not?
No, I agree, but go on.
Okay.
So when is it done then?
I don't know. I'd love to hear the ladies talk about this. Like, what is? I actually want to know from a woman's perspective, when is it done? Because in my eyes, like, you got to orgasm at least a couple of times. It's not hard to make a guy orgasm, like, at all.
Okay.
It's really not. It's kind of idiot proof, to be honest with you. So for girls, when is it done specifically in your mind?
Ladies in the chat, if you feel like responding, unmute yourself. And when is sex officially over for the night?
I don't want to say your mind, by the way. When is it done? Like that, when is it done? Not your mind. When is it done? Period.
When is sex finished? The activity of sex. When is it done? Any women that want?
I'm unbuttoning the shirt a little bit more. I'm drunk.
Wow. No one's
No. I'll like it's done when when you both have climaxed, if you will, if I be with it. But however, like to touch on your points more, like it's very true. Like, and no offense to the men, but like the woman's anatomy is so different. And to turn us on, it actually starts from words of affirmation. Like that's what foreplay is for maybe some. Like you really got to start from the jump. You can't just like jump into it and be like, yeah, girl, I'm going to get it from the back. Like if someone, it's like, whoa. Like foreplay is so, so important. And where we like for us to actually be stimulated and to have an orgasm, it's really from the clit.
Yeah.
So it's think of your like your ball sack, your head, the tip of your head or whatever, like that's your like forte. Our forte is our clit, but every vulva is different. So one could be an outie, one could be an inner. So it's really studying like whatever you watch in porn, like all of the vaginas are fake. All of them are bleached. All of them are like looking like it is, but a real woman's vagina, everyone is different. So it's really like, if I explain sex, like anytime with a partner, it's like us women, we've always been taught that we can't vocalize because sex is for men.
Yeah.
That's essentially like what a lot of women feel. So, and even if we're like pleasuring ourselves, it's like shunned on. So it's really interesting. So a lot of women actually haven't even looked at their vagina. Like that's a real thing. Like a lot of women don't even know what like they actually don't know. Yeah. And if you were to ask them, hey, here's a mirror? No, I don't want to do that. But girl, it's your body, you know? So it's like, for us, it's the clit, but you can't just like go at it because it's so sensitive. Like imagine you jumping a fence and you landed, like that's going to hurt. So when you go in like full force with a finger, like I'm just going to play like be DJ with it. It's like, yo, bro, chill. Like you got to lube it up, be gentle to it, make love to it. Don't be like, oh man. But yeah, like we don't orgasm.
So when is sex done, Brandy?
It's done when like foreplay. Like foreplay is everything. Like I don't really care about the penetration part.
It's done at foreplay?
No. She said it earlier is done when like you both climax.
When both people come.
Yeah, when both orgasm. But you know,
I kind of think there's more importance on like making sure the woman gets hers.
Yes,
her mans who care. Yes,
yeah.
They should always care.
So, okay, you guys already know my stance on this, but this is one thing I want to say, right? Like, sometimes, and I told it to my fucking friends, and they gave me heat for it. Sometimes, I feel like women don't, give men credit for understanding like how hard it is to make a woman come, because it's different. Like you said it, like every woman is different. Mm-hmm. And like what I do with one woman is literally not the same. So what I'll say is like, I've seen, some women shame men for like not figuring out how to do it, all that type of stuff. Sometimes I think it's totally valid if you've especially been fucking the same person for a long period of time. That's kind of a problem. Like if they haven't figured it out by now. Mm-hmm. But like,
can I just interject here a little bit?
Go on.
So like, I think, it's
okay,
Annie. So I think like, what Brandy says is all accurate, but I also think like women should also be the ones vocalizing, to your point, Z, about like what works in the bedroom for them. Because I think because a majority of history, like sex has always been for men, I think women are now learning to say what works for them in the bedroom, which makes it easier. And if women don't do that, then like we're obviously not going to move forward in terms of pleasuring a female body as, you know, men should. I mean, women also need to masturbate a lot more to figure out like what works for them in order to vocalize that as well. I think that's very important, is to understand your body so you can teach someone how to like love you the way that you so that you both can climax at the same time, or like not the same time, but like in the same sex period.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a super good point. And it, like you said, it ties into what Brandy said. Like as long as people are, dude, we talked about communication way early on. Like,
yeah,
if you figure out what it is people like, what they don't like, it solves so many problems. Mm-hmm. I literally, fam, I use this example all the time. like trying to figure out, because everyone is different,
of course, so
different. Some things that work, some things that don't. But like trying to figure out how to make a woman come, it's like literally it's like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube.
It's not that
in the dark.
No,
mittens on. No, if you don't even like.
You've never done it before.
Never done it before.
No, fair. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
Got you.
Never done it before.
Got you.
It's a brand new thing. You're like, okay, fuck. What works for her definitely didn't work for the other person.
Do you have a go-to?
Every man has a go-to.
Do you have a go-to?
And then when the go-to doesn't work, you're like, oh, okay. Now this is new territory. You're like, fuck.
Do you have a go-to?
Plan A didn't work, so we're on to something else.
So you have a go-to?
Yeah, I'm not disclosing the go-to.
Why not?
We don't give away trade secrets. We don't give away trade secrets over here at Johnson & Johnson brand. Okay, right. Like we don't do that.
I feel you.
Relax.
I feel you.
I'm just gonna say one more thing too.
Wait, sorry, go on.
Who's that?
Say one more thing too. It's like
Annie, go ahead.
Sex is as much communication as it is like being intimate with that person and physical touch. So like we need to fucking tell more men and more women to like vocalize what exactly they need, because otherwise like we're not, like in the beginning we said, we're not understanding what our needs are, and our needs will never be met.
And that's true. I mean, like the same way people talk about love languages and understanding what people's love languages are. Mm-hmm. You should just straight up ask what people like in the fucking bedroom.
Have you ever asked?
Yes. And when I've asked, I've noticed girls be like taken back. They're like, what?
Like, why are you asking, kind of thing?
They're surprised that I'm asking.
Do you ask because what you're doing isn't working, or do you ask because you're generally just curious?
No, I'm asking because I want to know what they like.
So before
we even have sex, I ask because I'm like, what do you like? What you don't like?
Right. Do you? So then you always ask.
Yeah.
You never just done something and then it worked.
If we're going to have sex.
Yes.
Typically I ask at the bare minimum, what do you not like? I'd rather not
like formally, like, what do you not like? Formally, like before.
Yeah. It comes
up. They're laying on the bed naked.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know. I can't like give you the exact, it comes up.
Okay.
But I ask because like the last thing I want to do is be having sex with a woman and fucking do something to her that triggers her, put her through a position where it's just like, it brings her back to a space. I'd rather just know more so what doesn't she like.
Right.
If she tells me what she likes, it's a bonus. But like, I'd rather not know what she.
Wait, so you ask them, what don't you like? Like you want them to be like, I don't like this. I don't like.
Yeah,
what?
It might not be in bed. It might be before we even have sex. Okay. Like, what do you not like? Because like I said, I'd rather not put her in a position where it brings her back to a moment that wasn't comfortable for her.
I get that.
The last thing I want to do is like have sex with a woman and it's not like comfortable for her. Like that's the big fear.
Are you insecure when you're having sex?
Insecure?
Right. Yes.
How so? Like
not. Sorry, I'm not asking if you're insecure as a person. Like when you're about to have sex with somebody, do you feel insecure in terms of being able to please a particular person if you don't know them? Naturally.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
I'll reverse the question. When you're about to have sex with somebody, are you confident that what you know will please them?
Okay, for the most part, yes. And the only reason why is because it's the dumb male ego where I'm like, what works before has always been working. So there's a part of my brain that goes, okay, this will work.
Okay.
And if it doesn't work, that's when I communicate.
So
I can check my ego. Check my ego. So you like, all right,
you'll communicate when it doesn't work.
Yeah,
that's so. Yeah, give me an example of when,
bro. Like having because having sex with a woman.
Yeah,
and like you don't get her what she wants. That bothers me.
So give me an example.
Because I get off on like knowing that I was able to do something that like she likes.
100%.
So it's like if I can't figure it out, I feel like I'm fucking.
Give me an example of when it doesn't work in your mind. Like what's happening where you're like, this isn't working? What do you see where you
once again you're approaching a place where you're asking me to reveal trade secrets?
No.
I can't
No.
I can't do.
I'm not. No, sorry. I'm not actually asking you to tell me what you're doing. I'm saying like what is happening in the actual scenario where you're like, okay, what I'm doing isn't working.
Okay, so it'll in all honesty, I would not fucking stop what we're doing.
Okay.
Have a deliberation. And be like, yo, what do I need to do?
Okay.
I'd at least make sure like we just continue. But afterwards, I make sure I have a conversation. Because the next time I have sex with you, you don't want that. I don't want that.
I got you.
Like at all. At some point for me and me personally, a conversation needs to happen.
That's fair.
Because if it doesn't happen, I don't feel like I'm wasting my time, but I generally feel like I'm probably wasting her time. That's how I feel. I'm like, maybe I'm wasting her time.
Can I ask you guys a question?
But it's not for everyone.
Okay, guys, it is 11:41 p.m. Thank you guys for having a great episode with us, coming and chilling with us. If there are any last questions, we will take them verbally. Don't put them in the chat. Any verbal questions?
Two more questions.
Two verbal questions, not in the chat box. I think we've answered everything that's in the chat box so far. Nami has a question. Sorry, Josh. Let me check what Nami said.
What did Nami
say?
My question is building off of.
Wait, hold on. Sorry, talk again.
My question was building off what you guys just said, being communicative during sex. Are you guys vocal during sex? Do you tell your partner, do this, do that? Not in a directional way, but in more of like dirty talk, like, are you giving your partner what they need in that type of manner for them to also understand what they need to make you climax? As well as a woman telling you like, yes, that feels good. No, it doesn't, whatever it is. Like, are you guys also doing what you're expecting a woman to do?
If I'm being honest, I don't know the last time I was like, do this, if I'm being honest. I think naturally I allow people to do what they feel is good in their opinion. And if it's not good, if I'm being honest, I just let it happen.
So maybe you're not like prioritizing.
Yeah, like I think I don't know. Maybe it's a personal thing. I just never want to make someone feel lesser than or uncomfortable, which I understand sometimes depends on the person. But I feel like I just let women do what they think is fine.
So now you understand why women fake it?
No, I get it. No.
You think feels
men
good?
Men fake it too. Let's don't trip. Let's not pretend, right? Men fake it too, right? But I completely understand why women fake it because they just don't want to have the conversation. I do understand that. I think as a solution, both people should just have the conversation. Like, I don't think it should be taken personally or hit your ego like, I'm not good enough. I think it's just like what you do may not work for somebody else. And it's not a personal attack on you. It's just like what worked on that last girl might not work on her because she's a different body. It doesn't mean you're not good enough. It just means that's not the same body. And I think if guys kind of understand that, it's not like, oh, I'm good at sex, it's not working on her. It's like, no, you're good at sex with particular people. This body's different. That's all. I think if you take away the personal attachment to being good at sex, we'll be more open to doing what a particular person does. Same as a resume. You customize your resume to a particular job. Doesn't mean you're not capable of doing it, but you do what that particular job is requiring, you know?
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you're incapable. Doesn't mean you're incapable. So, but my honest answer is I don't actually say do this, do that. I kind of just let women do what they do. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, then I just kind of move on.
You don't say anything?
If I'm being honest, I just move on, you know?
Yeah, I've definitely, I'll vocalize it. That's simple as that. I'll do it. If someone's doing something to me that I really don't like, I'll say it. They stop doing it. No,
I get you.
I'll start doing things I like. That's it.
So you've always told a woman like, do this instead, or you just let the woman just do whatever. It's like it's decent, but you're like, oh, I'll get away with this.
Not always.
She can rock with this.
Not always. Not always. It was learned because like a few women in this chat, like Brandy and Naomi, have brought up how sex has been typically for men, right?
Yeah.
But like, it doesn't mean that you can't still prioritize what it is you like and don't like. So talk about it. It's good for all parties involved. That's really how I feel.
That's the perfect solution. I agree. That is a perfect solution.
Yeah.
Will said teeth, lots of teeth. Yeah, teeth are not fun at all.
That was in response to what's bad sex for you.
Murph's, what's good with bad sex for you? Okay.
One more question. One more question.
We're about to wrap up before 12 a.m. I don't want to hit 12 a.m. I want to get you guys have your whatever is left of your Friday night. One more question. Has to be a verbal question. I'm not going to read anything else from the chat box. Verbal question. Mic is on. Speak up.
I'll be shocked if anyone comes on and says anything. To be honest with you.
You'd be shocked?
Yeah, of course.
Who has a verbal question that's going to shock Zamor? Verbal question. Anybody?
What's your favorite kind of donut?
That's a whack question when I'm answering
that.
Sorry if I'm like overtaking. I got one last one for you guys. And
go for it now.
Want a shock factor? Zamor, this is for you.
Wait, what?
Play pretend with me here for a second. You have a girl. She talks to you about wanting to try pegging on you. Do you know what pegging is?
I do.
I know.
Okay. She talks to you about wanting to do that. That's not my question. That's not my question.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Do you feel that doing something in your bum area with a woman makes you less of a man or feel gay? Or do you feel like it's still heterosexual because you're doing it with a woman?
Okay. So here's my opinion.
Go ahead.
So I don't think it makes you less of a man if you're doing it with a woman. I really don't. I really don't.
You think it makes you gay?
Absolutely not.
No, I don't think it makes you gay.
I mean, like, if you go there with it, that's kind of weird to me that you would think that, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I don't think it does.
I think it's are you allowing it to happen?
The only scenario, hold on, I'll answer that. But the only scenario in which you would maybe even remotely consider it maybe is if every time you go to have sex with your girl, it's the first thing you ask her to do to you. Like every single time.
If you ask?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe I would understand then maybe if your girl was like, that's a little strange. Like every time we go to have sex,
you keep requesting this.
This is the first thing he requests. It's a little strange.
Mm-hmm.
Would I go as far to say he's gay? No, I definitely would not. But I wouldn't be shocked if your girl thought that.
Sure.
Based on that specific scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Would I allow it? No, I've been with partners before where like some very few partners where we tried it.
Okay.
And I could not get comfortable at all.
They've tried it?
Yeah, couldn't get comfortable.
While
giving me head. Yeah.
Someone tried to peg you?
No, not peg me. Sorry, put a finger in my butt.
Oh,
yeah.
Whoa.
Not trying to fuck me.
Okay.
Because we're talking about like anal stuff. So someone, like, whatever.
Someone tried to put a finger in your bum.
Yeah. While
your bum.
Yeah. And this is the thing. This is a question.
What did you say? You stopped it?
I thought, I stopped it, but it was just, I could not get comfortable. And I have a question for you about this.
Okay.
Right?
Go ahead.
So the male G-spot is where?
In your ass, they say.
No, it's not that they say it is.
Sure. Okay. In your ass. Okay.
No, it absolutely is.
Yes,
Ryan.
in your ass. I got it. Yes.
It is.
I got you.
But this is a thing, right? Like all men in this room know exactly what it's like when you come. right? And we classify that as an orgasm.
Okay.
Right?
Yes.
But like, I'm literally asking a very logical question here.
Okay.
If your G-spot is, because the G-spot is part of the reason how women get stimulated and then eventually come, right?
Got you.
Have their orgasm.
Okay.
Am I right or am I wrong?
Yeah, no, I got you.
I'm right. Nodding.
Listen. Yeah.
So if we've never, like most of us have never had our G-spot stimulated, have we truly ever had an orgasm? Just logically speaking,
I've definitely had an orgasm.
Because what I'm asking is, have we just classified us coming
as orgasms?
As orgasms?
I mean, it is orgasm, but just not the.
So this is the question I have to ask, Ryan.
The furthest form for it.
But that's what I'm having to ask you.
Ryan, don't lie.
Just logically speaking.
Yes.
What if your lady did something to your G-spot and then you're like, that was an orgasm. Everything I've been experiencing my entire life was different. Would you think differently?
Would I think different? Would I think
just logically speaking? We know what the G-spot does to women. Or the G-spot is in the male's anus. So if it's never been stimulated, have you really had an orgasm? Do I sound stupid?
No. I
might be drunk. No. Like honestly, like I'm just thinking about this.
I get what you're saying. You're saying so. To clarify, yes, we've had an orgasm. Period. Yes.
Okay.
Are there levels to orgasm? 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the anal G-spot is a different type of orgasm. Same way women have different multiple types of orgasm. Clitoral versus penetration, so on and so forth. Different types of orgasms. Got it.
Wow. Allison said, I think Ryan needs an orgasm.
Wow. I've had my fair share. I'm okay with my orgasms. Thank you, Allison. Now, as women have different types of orgasms, clitoral, vaginal, so on and so forth, it's somewhat similar to a male having, a dick orgasm versus an anal orgasm. Now, do I feel like I'm missing out? No, I don't personally.
I did not ask if you're missing out.
I'm just answering very thorough. I'm giving you a very thorough example, a very thorough answer. Do I feel like I'm missing out? No, I don't feel like I'm missing out. But if I was to get an anal orgasm, would I feel like, oh, this is really a true orgasm? Probably. If it's better, if it feels better than a penis orgasm, then I'd be like, wow, that's pretty crazy. Would I continue to do it? I don't know. Have I had it before? No, I have not. Have you had it before? No. Based on what you're saying, no, you have not. No, right?
I think truthfully, I'll speak for you.
Go ahead.
I think truthfully, if you experienced it and it happened, you would never tell anyone that it happened. That's exactly what happened. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the podcast for the night. That's what we're going to do.
Yes, I never tell anybody.
It's a good one.
I know you're laughing. Lets me know that I'm right.
Would you tell anybody?
I might be waving. I'll tell my boys. I'll be like, hey.
You tell your boys, yo, she went in my ass. And it was crazy.
Absolutely, great. I would.
I'm so full of shit.
Right. You're just upset that I'm comfortable with my sexuality. That's what it is.
Zamor's a performer for you guys. But
all right.
I love Zamor nonetheless.
Okay, guys. I'm a performer.
He's a
professional actor.
He's a great co-host. This has been an amazing show. It's 11:53 p.m. I thank you guys all for coming by and paying your $5 to pull up with us and just talk some shit for a few hours. If you guys wish to come back to next Saturdays, we're going to do the exact same thing. Next Saturday, different question, different topic, different environment, different liquor, different me, different some more. He might be wearing a different top. Who knows?
I'll be wearing the same top, just in a different color, baby. That's how we do it.
I want to thank you guys. We have done 100 episodes. This will be our 100th episode. So next week will actually be our 101 and first episode. But I want to thank you guys for just rocking with us for so long. Whether you're a new follower, new or a recent listener, it's been a pleasure, truly. We've been talking shit. We say many times this is like a form of therapy for us. We just find ways to just be ourselves on here. We come on here, we talk. This is therapeutic to both of us. We talk about things we never talked about before. We open up with you guys, and we trust you guys. So to have a room full of 30 plus people when it first started to now 25 is a pleasure and very humbling. So thank you guys for coming by. If you want to come back to next week's episodes, it's Saturday night, 9 p.m. Same thing. We're going to create a link. I'll post the same thing the same way I did this week. And yeah, if you guys want to say anything, any lasting comments, just unmute yourself. Feel free to say whatever you want to say. And we out. Thank you very much.
See you guys.
Appreciate y'all for doing this. It's been like a few years, but I just want to say I appreciate y'all
Thank
for
you, Josh.
being open and honest.
You have to turn it up.
Oh, hold on a second, Josh.
Hold on a second, Josh. We're turning the mic up. Hold on.
Go on.
I was just saying, like, I appreciate you guys for doing this, like, just not just today, but just in general, like over the past few years, because I've been listening. I feel like since the beginning, and I just feel like it's like a conversation that I would have with my boys. You know what I mean? So I feel like even though you guys don't like know me personally, it's like I know you guys in a way. So it's very candid, very open, and you guys crack me up. Like,
thank you, bro.
Funny as hell.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. To go off that, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate that two Black men can come on, and especially from the city, and articulate such deep and meaningful thoughts. And yeah, it's just a beautiful thing to watch and listen to. And I appreciate the representation, and I appreciate you both. And you guys said it. We don't say it enough in our community. I love you guys. I love you, Ryan. I love you some more. Keep on keeping on. Love.
Love you too, bro. Appreciate it. Cool. Anybody else want to share anything before we wrap up? We're about to close the chat. Thank you guys again. Something? Who's that?
Yeah, it's Merv.
Oh, go ahead, Merv.
Yeah, I just moved to Toronto 2.5 years ago, and like since I moved, but like since the quarantine started, actually I started listening to you guys, and I started enjoying too much. And like I don't have anyone here, but I feel like I have friends here. I just wanted to say thank you for tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna make me cry, honestly.
Appreciate you.
Might be the alcohol.
Thank you.
But seriously, thank you guys for tuning in. We'll be back next Saturday if you guys want to tune into the bullshit. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah, you speak for yourself. I'm not talking no bullshit. I'm talking facts over here.
Okay. All right. We're out, guys.
Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, guys. See you guys next week, if anything.
We need to talk. We need to talk.